set of headphones,
Oh,
and it hasn't been doing this for months and months and months.
Has Jack been over to your house at all?
No, I can't say that he has.
It must. I mean, who could say?
I received a very touching DM today from someone. That is with a message that is directed to all of us.
Huh.
Okay.
I will share it with y'all later. Just saying.
Like on the podcast? Is this
Yeah,
the one
in our-
we're on?
I mean,
Wait,
this is-
are you doing the other playlist first?
Yeah, the 17, not 18.
Oh, skip this. Well, okay, whatever. Yeah, I guess.
By the way, I don't know if y'all saw
Crispy's.
Crispy. Crispy did say he's running late tonight, so we can we can start. Hang out.
Okay.
We could start.
Yeah. I'm blinded by the red screen. This trailer makes me think that my headphones are glitching.
I'm kind of interested in this one. I don't know, like... I thought this was just a skateboarding game / music vibes game, but then they show him like walking around and talking to people, and I don't know how into that
I don't know if I'm here for that.
Yeah, well, kinda. But you know.
What's up, King Carey?
Like I hope it doesn't. There's not too much of that. I hope it doesn't get too much in the way. I just want kind of vibes.
I mean, it certainly looks like it's got vibes.
Yeah, but like I only want vibes. Sweet, it's coming to Switch. Okay, I guess these are a couple weeks old. These trailers.
He's gonna pay for what he made me become. My name is Kyle Crane.
Oh shit! I still haven't started this, and it's kind of driving me crazy because I really want to finish Silk Song before I start anything else.
I thought you started Yotei.
I did. That's why I don't want to throw Dying Light on top of that too.
They don't even know what they've unleashed.
And Silent Hill. If luck is on my side, I'm gonna finish Hollow Knight or Silk Song and Silent Hill over the weekend.
Oh, but how much Silent Hill have you played?
About 6 hours.
Oh, but you know that game's longer than you think.
I know.
Okay.
I know. I mean, I said with any luck, I don't really fully expect that to happen. But if I can finish Silk Song, I'll happily start something new.
We could skip the Dying Light trailer.
I mean, I'm actually super hyped to play this.
Yeah,
but I don't need to watch the
trailer friendly.
I mean, it's a pretty cool trailer. It feels kind of spoilery.
Surprised like... you have beast-like powers in Dying Light the Beast.
Oh, actually doing something with the nightmares again. Good.
Yeah, I'm really eager to try that, but gotta wait. Gotta knock some other things off my list first.
Wait, it's shut down?
I'm so close on Silk Song.
Got here. How's it already closed?
This is the one Chris Davis really wanted to watch, I think.
Is this Astral Chain? What is that?
No.
This is Zenless Zone Zero.
Someday Crispy appears.
Closer, definitely closer.
I'm lowering the audio because yeah.
Hello.
This is a free-to-play gotcha game that's basically a company doing
what the fuck? What the fuck? That okay?
Spider-Man
that is not
GTA.
Oh,
that cannot be legal. That cannot be legal.
To do what?
It's literally just the exact okay. That
prototype.
Cool.
It's just prototype.
It's just literal Spider-Man animations.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that combat sequence a minute ago, exact animations from Spider-Man.
Well, I'm sure it's not exact.
It was pretty fucking exact.
But like the first thing I saw of this was like combat that looked like it was straight out of Sleeping Dogs, like using the environment to just absolutely fucking ruin people. But it's just
Oh, I see jiggle physics.
I mean, of course. What do you expect?
I mean, I'm just obligated to call it when I see it. I really don't understand what I'm watching.
It's a free to play gacha game.
But see, why do you have to leave? With that?
Yeah, why are you so befuddled, Nicholas?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because you just don't know what's going on over there, huh?
What do you mean over there?
You know,
You
over
mean
there
Jap-
on that part
in-
of the world.
But yeah,
you
watch
know.
this.
Japan?
Okay, this is the character transition. Does this look familiar at all to you?
Oh,
Yes,
they're
GTA 5.
moving to a different character somewhere else on the map.
Yeah.
Fucking
That's
hacks.
that feature from that game that came out like 15 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah.
That's been published
what
9
theft?
times.
Some of these character designs are really making me think
What?
of
You're a
fucking Astral
cop?
Chain.
You're a
You're a-
fucking cop? I mean, that's kind of cool.
You're saying the
And
police are cool.
this is Watch Dogs. Anybody? This is just like an amalgamation of like a fuck ton of different games.
Yes. This is a real thing
Yeah.
that's happening.
Oh, dude, that guy just got fucking
Well,
executed.
that's that's the whole thing with like these gacha lifestyle games.
Mhm.
They're trying to give you everything, so you have
Yeah.
no reason to go anywhere else.
Yep.
That's fair.
Also, this looks sick. I want to try it.
Yeah, it does. But like, you know,
What is this called? What are
Uh,
we waiting for a title?
Anata, I think.
not.
Yeah, and here's your Watch Dogs, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I already got Watch Dogs vibes like
There's
4
your
different
Tumblr.
times.
From
Yeah,
fucking
they're
Batman.
being derivative of a bunch of other derivative things. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, also, who
creativity's
cares?
dead. I don't
I mean,
know
like,
what to
remember Genshin Impact? Everyone was like, it's just Breath of the Wild. Someone should sue them. And then it's like Genshin Impact probably made more money than all of Zelda games
weren't-
combined.
Uh,
So-
don't we like it when like a game does something
Yeah.
really cool and then that becomes like kind of part of the canon of game design for a minute? Like, I don't know.
You know,
They
I'm
even
not
got
trying to
the-
sound
the-
overly negative.
Nick's just not too fond of the anime art style. He
I
wants
think I
he
think
wants to
it's
look
the
more
tails.
like,
Why do they have to have tails?
a Ubisoft game.
What the
What's,
fuck was
what's
that?
wrong with
I
tails?
don't-
He's like,
don't
I'm
know.
more of a self-serious iconic hat kind of guy. Iconic cap.
Tails
guy.
just get in the way.
Yeah.
I mean, the trailer just
Okay.
keeps going for like 7
I
minutes. so-
don't believe you, Sonji. That is way too high on her lower back to be a butt plug. I'm sorry.
Anata?
Yeah. And it cuts out there. Okay, here we go. Yeah, here's fucking Spider-Man. Let's just fucking do it.
Look at this. That is literally the exact animation from Spider-Man.
not.
You
Like,
can't. That's not
It
true,
looks-
though.
It looks cool,
It
but
is!
this already does not feel like it has the same kind of like weight to swinging
Yeah.
that like Spider-Man did.
no,
This already
of course
looks
not.
kind of like a lame Spider-Man.
I know that is true. I'm saying the actual like character movements, like the way he moves, whether it looks like it has the proper weight or momentum, is not what I'm
The
talking about. I'm saying
animations
the
are
act-
far worse than they were in
I
Spider-Man.
think you think Spider-Man
I
is
think-
more unique than Spider-Man is. Actually, like,
No, god damn it. I am like I'm telling you like the exact movements of in those animations of the swinging and jumping are literally frame for frame the same animations from Spider-Man. And I feel like pretty
well
fucking
do you
confident
know
about that.
Spider-Man?
yeah, what
Pretty fucking
are-
well.
What is
Pretty
Can you give
going
us a
fucking
little
on?
more audio?
What is
Yeah,
this
sorry.
hill?
I played Spider-Man 2, and the animations look way better. I know what you're talking about. Like,
Oh my
like,
god.
Like he's
okay, I don't
moving the way Spider-Man would move to swing. but,
those
like,
characters did not have
No.
the swagger of a young.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I fucking hate all of you right now. Oh my god. Never mind.
I know
didn't
what
say
you're
a damn
saying.
thing. Just saying that.
But those
right.
aren't literal stolen animations. They're
I
copied
think they
animations.
are.
They got paper traced them.
Sure, they paper traced him, but they still traced him.
Fuck, why does this look good? Damn it.
They just didn't
So
have.
I mean,
the swagger.
are you contending that they programmed their own animations but copied Sony's like point for point, or
I mean, that's
they
Brad's
literally
argument.
Stole, like the character rigs from like the engine that Sony used to make Spider-Man and just popped it in their games. What? Yeah, when you say it's frame for frame, what are you talking about?
Oh my god, I don't want to. I already want to.
No,
I already want to leave.
Wait, no one wants to talk about Ninja Gaiden 4? And why did Chris Davis say? Why was he mad that this looked good?
I didn't want to make time for this right now. I wanted to do something else.
Are you a Ninja
now
Gaiden guy?
Yeah, I played through Ninja Gaiden Black, Ninja Gaiden 2 Black earlier this year. Like I talked about
We
it on
talked
the
about
feed.
it on the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, but that was like your first one or something.
No, I consider Ninja Gaiden Black to be the best character action game ever made.
I see.
Best character action game ever made.
Yes.
Well, I've heard that said from a lot of Xbox fans. I mean, fans of action games.
like
You're
No,
such a
that
bitch,
that
Brad.
is a joke. He does. People do say that.
Like
It is
Ninja
certainly
Gaiden,
up there.
Ninja Gaiden in general broke me for like playing Devil May Cry games.
Okay, what does that mean? What does that
It
mean?
means I tried to, I played Devil May Cry 1 and 2, enjoyed them. I went and played Ninja Gaiden Black, and I somehow just became completely
It
inferior
retroactively-
with DMC.
Wait, but like, listen to what you're saying.
Wait, it
You're saying, I played Devil May
retroactively,
Cry
like,
1 and 2,
ruined-
and I liked them.
Yeah.
Stop. First of all, Devil May Cry 2 is complete fucking garbage. And then
It
you play
is in
Ninja
retrospect,
Gaiden.
yes.
Then you play Ninja Gaiden, which is great. And then
Yeah.
you play Ninja Gaiden or Devil May Cry 3, which is like 1,000 times better than Devil May Cry 2.
Well,
And
I got
probably
my
one
ass
as
handed
well.
to me.
And
Mainly
probably
because I was
one.
playing that original release where, Japanese hard was American normal. And that was a pain in the ass. So kind of like,
Oh, Devil May Cry 3 was too hard?
yeah, it
Is
was
that
too
what
hard.
you're saying? Oh, I thought you were saying like
It took me like
it
45
didn't
minutes to get
scratch
through like
your-
that first initial like tutorial pizza thing.
yeah.
The pizza tutorial gotcha.
I think I
Nick
I
Nick
think I
famously
may
didn't
have
understand why
stopped
people
at like
thought
the
that game was
flying
hard.
serpent boss fight. I think that was like I'm done.
What did you say? Nick famously what?
Brad likes to.
Famously- No,
Brad likes-
there's literal record of it on our podcast. It was.
I
it
know,
was a-
but I'm not denying it. I famously said that I
like
played
it's
through Devil May
hard?
Cry 3. I played through Devil May Cry 3, and I don't remember looking back on it saying to myself, that was one of the hardest games I've ever played. That's what I said.
I don't think we're gonna have to check the tapes, but I think it was more you were quoting Legally Blonde. What, like it's hard?
Wait. Oh, I thought it. Wait. Where does pizza come into play?
Because the
Oh, the first level,
opening
yeah.
tutorial is
Pizza,
in
yeah.
it.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
the. I know that, but you're saying you said that after you played the tutorial?
No, I played
No,
that after I played the game. I finished like years after I played the game. Everybody was talking about how it was the hardest game ever made, and I just remember I was just saying like, is that really what people think? Because I don't,
Well, I don't
feel
think
that way
was-
about the
I
game.
don't think it called it the hardest game ever made, but I'm saying it was like
You're
people-
nitpicking, Brad. You're nitpicking the argument.
Picking the name.
The conversation was that Devil May Cry 3 is very, 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 very hard, and and
Yes,
this was
yes.
years after the fact, and I said I don't
so
remember it
many
being
years,
that
but-
hard. No,
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, that is more the gist of the conversation. Yeah, that is the.
I've never
There's
denied.
a
I never denied
podcast
that.
conversation about this, and it was
And then
probably
I'm
like
sure we colored it immediately to be like, whoa. Look at
It-
this
yeah,
fucking
of course,
Big
like
pants on
absolutely.
Nick.
Yes, is absolutely.
It
became a
I'm
meme.
badass over here. That was like the immediate response.
Yeah.
From also, we had like hundreds of chatters back then, and they all said that. Yes.
They can all suck it. All right,
We
look
got
at
a
this cool
badass over
gameplay.
here.
There's a
Look at
lot
this
of
cool-looking
reused
gameplay.
Yeah, you can
moveset
skip, you can
in this
skip.
new character. You noticing
Yeah,
this?
So bloody.
Well, it's a Ninja Gaiden game.
Yeah, but like the Inazini drop and like the flying
yeah.
blades, like
You acting like this is the first time you've seen this game.
I've never seen this footage. I really haven't been paying
This is a lot of
attention to
gameplay.
this.
Yeah, no, there's been a lot of gameplay for this game.
Yeah.
You can skip though. I mean, we don't have to watch this all night. But like, yo,
Wait,
game continues to look sick.
How long is this footage?
Oh my
It's another. We're halfway through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This was not
We'll skip that.
to be consumed in large, but you know,
It does look cool.
I don't even know what we got. I literally don't know what this is.
This is, from what I remember,
This is from a trailer talk like 2 weeks ago, where I was just throwing stuff on. I think maybe.
I add it to the submissions list.
and it's not.
Your
letting.
ad blockers
Yeah, it's
doing a number on this video.
it's trying to block fucking YouTube from being bullshit.
Jesus, that took forever.
It is here, the noteworthy song contest, kicking off at the grand stage tonight.
If I'm gonna win, I need something different. Something new.
Wait a second.
I gotta be better. I gotta be better.
What's happening?
Yeah, I don't
Why is
remember
it was such a
this.
great?
I gotta put everything in.
Wait, what?
Nice.
What are you afraid of, Nicholas?
Yeah, it's afraid of feeling something.
Maybe I'm misremembering what this is.
Who hurt you, Nick?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, this was the.
When you were
Okay.
saying, wait a minute, what is this? It sounded like you were bracing yourself to be attacked.
No, I actually thought it was something different.
This is a turn-based musical JRPG.
Turn-based musical RPG.
Hey, I applaud them for trying to do something new. And
That
different,
is-
but that sounds lame as hell.
There's been like plenty of these actually. Funny enough.
Oh, okay. Well then, fuck these guys.
Yeah, it's not
People
that
of
original.
note.
Earlier this year, Fretless came out,
Oh yeah.
which was also a musical rhythm RPG.
yeah. I'm
So
sick
fuck
of
these
music.
guys. Yeah, fuck.
Are
You're
we
sick
done?
of music?
Are we done with music?
I don't know how to tell you this. No.
I mean, did you hear that latest Taylor Swift
The T
album?
Swifty? She's done.
What are you talking about?
Dude, it was so. I was watching some random like. I was just watching Eris avoiding the puddle, whatever. You maybe you've seen the guy, the bearded fella. He's I was just randomly playing a game. I was just kind of skipping through the footage of that new Resident Evil inspired, like looking roguelike, like what is it called? There actually there might be a
Resident
trailer
Evil-
for this. It's like a Resident Evil like a top down roguelike, like a old school
It's a Strand game.
That's right.
roguelike. Anyways, he just randomly said he like made a joke about like that Taylor Swift album or somebody did, and then he was immediately like, I mean, look, I don't want no trouble. I love that new album. It's great. And he named one of the
You mean
songs.
this album?
And he just moved it up. He just moved on.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want no trouble with the Swifties.
They're pretty
There's an actual like a thread out there. Maybe on Twitch or something.
I
don't
heard
know.
somebody
I don't
say
know.
that this new album might weirdly be the first case of sexually transmitted CTE.
Wait, I don't even what? What does that even mean?
CTE is like when you get concussions from playing football and getting hit in the head too many times.
Oh. That's actually a pretty clever.
And then someone else
That's
said if Taylor
I guess
wrote
cut
these
to the other
songs,
playlist.
that's
We're not
really bad.
no Little Nightmares 3 trailer, please. Please God.
if Taylor wrote these songs, that's really bad.
that's what
If
we're-
AI wrote these songs, that's even worse. If Kelsey wrote these songs,
I'll
I'm
be
kind
right
of proud of him.
That is so dumb.
I think that was their point.
I'm not gonna get
Pixel-
into it.
Pixel Junk is the most like
I was once walking through a market.
Dude, I remember I used to play Pixel Junk Eden.
Yeah.
I picked it up.
yeah. But like Dick's Company is now the most like like publicly visible failure in indie games over the past 6 games have all like been like horrible bombs. And I don't mean like critically, I mean like, you know, like, oh, 10 people played this game and 12 played this one, and it's another year and they've made another game and 24 people have downloaded this game. It's like, I don't know who funds these projects, but it ain't money. Like, money ain't funding it. It's
funded by pure passion.
I thought that man's gonna
yeah, but like they're also a company. Like I've never seen a indie developer that consistently ends up in like showcases like Nintendo Directs and stuff be this much of a failure. And like they probably just have created enough clout from back in the day, like in their like 360 era, that they can get into these showcases and stuff, but like nobody buys their games. It's crazy.
Kind of like when a successful streamer mentions listening to 4Player podcast back in the day.
I mean, kind of, yes. Let's see. But even like more dire than that, because this is a company that's like actively, consistently making video games, and
this is ostensibly their job.
So if I went to like you understand that Dreams of Another's been in multiple showcases this year. I think Sony and Nintendo. According to SteamDB, there was one person playing Dreams of Another right now, and it came out today, 16 hours ago, or
which is also the same day that Battlefield 6 came out.
It came out yesterday. Oh, Battlefield 6 is why one person's playing this game. Okay. Which there's always a response like, oh, well, that's just not a popular genre. Like, no, it's the most publicly visible, like, complete failure in the history of video games. It's not because of Battlefield. Like, you know, you can trip and fall on a Steam game and have more players than one on release.
There's 143 people playing Saints Row 4 right now.
Like, there's no like downplaying or overstate or exact. Like, there's no, even exaggeration doesn't cover it.
That's insane.
But it's crazy. Like, think about it. Like in showcases viewed by hundreds of thousands and millions of people.
Yeah, like, they're laundering money?
I mean, so the all-time peak for this game, which came out yesterday, is 8 people.
Oh,
and like the developer had to have turned the game on in the past day and a half, right? Or the past day. And there's a 24-hour peak, of course, of 8 players, and there's 1 player playing right now. Do you understand? More critics have reviewed that game than there have been players,
consumers who bought
it. Yeah.
What is it called? I've still never even heard of it.
Dreams of Another. Like, it's literally been in multiple showcases.
Dreams of Another.
It's the game where you like shoot things to create art.
How's this game doing? This is the one we talked about last time that I was like really interested in.
Like, how many people are playing?
No, like how is it being received? Is this one of those games that doesn't have any reviews yet, or is it even out yet?
Let me check. I'm loading up Open Creator right now.
I thought
like
I saw
70.
something.
It's like a 70, but it's very divisive. There's like some 4s and there's like a lot of 9s. It's weird. Also, there's 398 people playing this game. So like, if you're trying to understand like the scope of success and failure, I'd say 398 is
it
pretty
is a flat
dire, but
70 on.
It's certainly
Open
better
Critic.
than 1.
Only has 11 reviews so far.
But the crazy thing is like
Did Brad just stop to listen to the music?
No, I'm loading something up.
Oh.
I want to see if like that Dreams of Another Game landed on Game Pass, because last year they made that game All You Need Is Help, which did get a Game Pass deal, and it's like, thank God. Even if the Game Pass deal was like $300, that's, you know, at least help them pay rent that month.
Wait, this game's not even out yet. At least not
Caroline?
according to the trailer.
Last week, Carol?
October 9th, I think, right?
It said October
Yeah.
21st.
Oh,
It's out now.
They must have moved it or something after that trailer came
It
out.
might be physical.
Nightmare Island. Fortnite?
That is indeed.
Certainly
a
appears to
Fortnite.
be.
There's 3,900 people playing Absalom. That's pretty.
Brad's
fair.
going down. Brad's obsessed now, going down the rabbit hole to see how many people are playing every game.
How many people are playing Battlefield 6 right now? I'm curious.
Hades 2 is 41,000. Huh? Battlefield 2?
Battlefield 6.
6. I think I saw. No, he said 6.
536,000 on Steam.
Okay. That's just about in line with where they were with the open beta.
Yeah, I mean it's
I saw something. I think I saw something that said it topped out already at 740,000 or something.
Pretty good.
Hey, it's that game that I'm way more interested in than Little Nightmares 3.
the success of Battlefield ain't that interesting, but
No, it's not.
But-
where in the hell you are.
See, I really wanted. I actually wanted to play Battlefield, but I heard the campaign is lame. So like now I'm.
It's
I
a
guess it is.
Battlefield game.
It had a
I know, but
45
like
second
that's what,
cinematic trailer. Yeah, it was going to be lame.
but that's the thing. Like if I'm going to play the multiplayer, I need there to be a good single player to like pull me in. But if there's not, if it doesn't even have that, then I'm just gonna skip it altogether.
Well, I'm about to buy it, so you can play my copy, because I'm not going to get to it for a little bit.
It's also good to have a little downtime in these opening moments so you can get
Good to
grips
know.
with the boat,
Treat yourself.
which is how you get around the different fragments of the island.
I mean, Crispy might play some Battlefield.
Might.
Oh my god.
So this looks like he said. It sounded like he said that like you can travel by boat in between like different sections of the game.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Open world?
I mean, it
I think-
sounds.
I think
I
just
mean,
between
you
the
joke.
chapters. I think
You
just between
joke,
the
but, like,
chapters.
It
Or
sounds
maybe
like it
there's
has
some-
a little bit. Like it sounds like the world design is a little more ambitious than something like Little Nightmares was, which is pretty linear. But I could be wrong. All we've seen so far is this stupid boat. Get off the boat! God damn it!
I think it just takes you from level to
It's,
level.
it literally says first 5 minutes of gameplay, and we're more than halfway through it, and they've
Yeah,
done the
these
boat
games
game.
are fucking
So-
boring. I think the world just realized that Little Nightmares is lame.
For us, the couch
That's
co-op is
not-
absolutely where it's at.
Why do you have to like seize every comment and turn it into like, oh my god?
That's
I've
who
been
Brad
dunking on this
is.
series from the beginning. You don't need to generalize.
Oh my god!
He's been like that since 2008.
But it's like I love Little Nightmares, but I can't say one thing that doesn't sound like overtly positive without you saying, "Oh, it looks like the world's coming around. It sucks."
Well, mostly talking about Little Nightmares 3, which, you know, is like mid 70s or something. But I mean, you know, I didn't love
This
the
does
first
just seem like a really
maximize
like a-
claustrophobia and tension.
poor choice of like they literally spent the entire gameplay demo
And of course,
on the
let us
boat,
know
which
what you
was
think when you come out the other side. Cheers.
maybe a bad idea. That was a bad demo. That
Yeah,
was
there's
a demo.
there's a Next Fest demo. There you go. Go ride that boat yourself, Nick.
I
Yeah.
fucking will.
There might be 3 more
minutes
minutes of
Dude.
gameplay experience there.
Dude, I have notoriously downloaded like 10 demos over the last year from these Next Fest things, and I haven't played a single one. I don't know what it is about demos. I don't feel compelled to play demos.
I suppose you won't have heard.
Well,
Child
you
of
know,
the sombre,
they help you
that
decide
your
if you want
plan is
to
welcome
buy a
in
game
the
or
Camarilla.
try a game or
Well,
draft a game. You know.
Oh, is that what they're for?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I put them on my computer and then I inevitably uninstall them weeks later without ever touching them.
We're the same clan, and you're my elder.
Yeah,
The fuck am
no, I
gonna
get it.
teach you how to use a DVR?
Before I slept, most of our number were firmly Sabbat.
I'm dying to
Except
see
you
how
missed a
this game
chance to have a
does.
hand in it. You snooze, you lose.
So
Yeah.
this is just. I know this is a dumb question, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. Are there like good vampires in this franchise?
Allow my problems to
Or are they like
Good
all
vampires?
just like, yeah? Are they like? Are there any redeeming people in this
You
universe?
just stroll into town, my town, a town I had
Yeah,
to work
sure.
to be part of. With
Vampire the
I mean,
Masquerade,
they're-
like the entire
stupid fucking name. and you're
IP.
just gifted a place in the Camarilla?
I mean,
I mean,
I've
there's
never played
the-
any of them,
I don't
so
know how you got here. And for some
Well,
It's an
like
RP.
it's like a pen and paper. It's like
you can't even fuck
it's
up
like
someone.
it's like Dungeons and Dragons. Like the Vampire the Masquerade
Something's
universe has, you know, untold depth and stories to tell.
Ooh, a priest
I'm
outfit.
in the mood to be
Perfect.
saved tonight, thanks. I've had this whole sexy priest fantasy since Catholic school.
Are you wondering?
What?
Are you,
What the
Whoa.
fuck? Did y'all hear that?
yeah, I heard that.
And which can be left to simmer. This is your tinfoil Sabbat thing
Was
again,
it some
right?
sexy stuff? What were they
Yeah,
saying?
that it was that really nice, innocent-looking lady saying that I've had this thing for sexy priests since I was a teenager.
You should have found yourself a
Yeah,
venture.
I mean, it's a vampire.
Yeah,
There's sexy
Hell
stuff.
yeah. Yeah,
Nick, didn't you play some Bloodlines 1?
I did. Yeah,
It's good shit. No, that new one.
It is
I
pretty
don't know.
good. Yeah, I consider me very skeptical.
Fusions, and most powerful of all, evolutions. When two balls merge together to become something new, more than the sum of their parts. Holy Laser. Behold the Holy Laser. Every time it connects with an enemy, it fires sacred lasers both vertically and horizontally, smiting every enemy in the same column
Well, that's
in
kinda
row,
cool.
dealing divine damage. Blizzard. Fear the Arctic squalls
Damn.
of the blizzard. Freezing winds chill your enemies to the bone in a wide swath, dealing heavy damage to anything in the path of this storm.
I like the damage numbers. That's fun.
Mosquito King. All hail the
Whoa.
Mosquito King. This brooding bloodsucker spawns a
Really
buzzing
hoping
moon
this game
that
isn't
bites enemies
too
at random.
high
If it
scoring
lands the killing
right
blow,
now.
it politely thanks you by lapping up a point of health. Pestilence, disguised as royalty.
There's been some
Spider Queen.
tragedies over
The
in
Spider Queen crawls forth from her web to birth her egg sac.
my Fantasy Critic
These
Discord
wild
league.
houses of arachnid young burst forth with swarms of
Namely,
envy balls
2 weeks in a row,
overwhelming
my 2
those
remaining
that
games got
oppose you
delayed.
with sheer numbers.
Dang, yeah.
How much money you got left in your budget?
Feel the
$2.
scorching fury of
And
the
I was
sun.
able to drop Karen, but
Fiery light
all
flashing across
they allow
every
in
enemy on
Super
the
League
screen.
is a single will not release drop that has, and even that drop has to be of a drafted only game, not even a game you've bid on.
Await your discovery.
But I was able to use it to replace Cairn, but I haven't replaced it yet. I've dropped it, and then Mina the Hollower gets like it was like the first place was easy for me. Now I could still win, but it's gonna make this last pickup is so important. And let me tell you, there ain't much left.
I'll be right back, guys.
Most rosters are filled. Nick, you're leaving at the best game. Most rosters are filled, but like also, it's 12 players with rosters of 12 games. So there ain't a lot left.
What in the fuck is this?
I need an 80. I need a safe 80. No risk of delay. No risk of a bad score. Realistically, if I can get like a 78, maybe I can make it. Also, I have $2.
Well, how many other spots are available on other players' lists?
I mean, I'm not even worried about that as much. But I mean, like, I could get outbid, but like, oh man, it's the pickings are slim, man.
Yeah.
It's more that I just can't find much of like there ain't much left. These are the top. This is like the page 1 of available games, and this is hype factor. So like these are the most like quote unquote highly valued games right now that are available to pick up in my league. I'm gonna read them off to you. Okay, you listening, Chris Davis?
I am listening.
I need like a safe guaranteed 80.
Okay.
Mouse PI for Hire, which has no release date. Arc Raiders, which is a multiplayer game. Call of Duty Black Ops, which is a Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Masquerade, the Bloodlines, the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, which hell no.
Yeah.
Power Wash Simulator 2, Terminator 2D No Fate. Okay. Unannounced Animal Crossing, Wolf Among Us 2, those don't count. Ultimate Sheep Raccoon and Jurassic World Evolution 3.
Oh, Ultimate Sheep Raccoon. Dude, do that.
It has no date. It has no date.
Oh, okay. I thought, okay. Because that would be a great pick.
What's that new Jurassic Park scoring?
Evolution 3?
Probably not like a 80.
It doesn't have a score yet. It doesn't release for another 2 weeks.
No, I know. I'm saying, like, what do you think it's scoring?
But I think the
Pathologic
height
3,
board
that
is
doesn't
better
have a
than
date.
2. 2 had a 79, and then 1... Because I got to open quicker. Okay. So 1 was a 71, 2 was a 79.
I need a guaranteed
I think
80.
it could probably be about an 80. There is some good hope and hype for it, the third one.
What about glitches and stuff? I mean, like bugs. I worry about shit like that. These PC
2
games.
was just fine.
Eternal Life of Goldman has no date. Constance. Kingmakers. Kingdom Hearts 4. I Am Jesus Christ. What? Oh yeah.
That's the one right there.
There's
You
some
found
slim
it.
pickings here. Slim pickings. Marvel's Deadpool VR. Anybody? Maybe. Routine.
You'd be hitching your wagon to Carlos. I don't know.
Carlos. Oh. He's a coward. He's not brave enough to. How do you think Arc Raiders is gonna do for real though? There's some hype, right?
I don't know, honestly.
You don't know? But like, so it's from the makers of the finals, and people really like the finals.
Yeah.
And like the preview stuff for Arc Raiders was positive, right?
From what I understand,
alpha?
yes. I never got to play it myself, but like, I think that part of the problem is that this game was originally pitched as entirely PvE, and then they switched it after like 5 years of development into PvE.
Okay, but so
And I
people
think
like
people
those
are
games. People play those
Not
games.
happy about that.
Who's people?
Like
you're saying people don't want to play this?
I think they want to play it. I just don't think they trust it.
But like, what about Helldivers? You know, like
Sorry,
if the
you don't
game's
think
good
people
enough.
Trust what?
Arc Raiders.
I'm asking about Arc Raiders. Well, what do you as someone who picked up Arc Raiders, Crispy? What's your pitch?
My pitch is that you guys just don't fucking know what's happening in some parts of the gaming sphere.
Probably.
I believe
There's a
that's-
good chance of that.
I believe Chris Davis doesn't, but like I've been hearing the Arc Raiders hype, so I'm wondering if it is going to be a bit of a Helldivers situation.
That would be wonderful. If that's the case, I'll be very happy for it.
All this to say, I'm not the one countering it.
Like, you
Then
could
it might
just
be Chris
wait
Davis.
until the open beta in a week and a half and see how the people are reacting to it.
No, the game's already been picked up, and somebody introduced a counter, like a counter pick.
Okay.
Which it could be Carlos.
Which is great. That's some spice. I love that.
But it's not like Crispy can drop it anyway. So like whoever counterpicked it is hoping to like for a middling score. But I'm saying they might be playing with fire on Arc Raiders.
See, I thought you were originally talking about that other league, not our league. So
I looked around and like there was that one bad preview from IGN, but like if you watch that preview, it's like not like the other previews, and it was clowned on so fucking hard in the comments. Like the dude's running it on like a 10-year-old PC or something and is complaining about performance. It's bizarre. It's bizarre.
Yeah, I think if anything, Marathon face planning like really increased Arc Raiders cachet.
I think it was kind of like what happened with Outer Worlds back when Fallout 76 whiffed. You know, people were so hyped to be anti-Fallout that they put that game up on a pedestal and were like, we never need to play another Fallout again. Obsidian has us. You know, and that might be going on a little bit with Arc Raiders. But like the thing is, Marathon done got delayed, so like it not being present, like around for people to actively like need another game to like make fun of it with, like that. I think a little bit of that energy has been delayed as well. You know what I mean? Like if it's not in front of everyone to make fun of, then it's not as hype.
Well, there is another closed beta starting in a week or two.
Like the same time Arc Raiders comes out.
Yeah, so
that's pretty.
It's an NDA beta, so you're not going to see people posting.
Oh, they'll post it anyway.
But people are going to be thinking about it and talking about it.
This thing's been pretty popular, right?
Who could it be? Let's see. Carlos still needs a counter pick. Nolan needs a counter
I do,
pick.
but it ain't me.
I need a counter pick.
There's a lot of smoke going on though.
Not me.
Like someone's trying to counter pick Ultra Kill, but Carlos can just drop that. I can't tell if like someone introduced a lot of smoke. I think Chris Davis did that earlier this year, like a wiener.
Wait, what?
Or maybe a lot of people are just picking up games. You know, I don't know.
Why are you calling me a wiener?
I'm just kidding, Chris Davis. I don't remember. Somebody bid on a lot of games when they had like, they were just trying to get like one of them.
Welcome back,
you know what I mean?
Managers. In this module,
all right, we watched this shit last week. Let's start the fucking podcast. Yeah, or we watched something with dinosaurs in it. Because I remember Nick saying, I might play this one. Something like that.
With an entire park to manage,
remember, Nick?
You'll need to rely on several teams to help keep an eye on things.
Make you sound defeated.
People seem hyped. Dude, I need an 80. I need an 80. What am I going to do?
What, from
Mina the Hollower? I don't know. From anything, dude. The list of games. Did you not hear me read them off? What about Blops? How's Blops going to score?
Blops might actually do all right.
But like, what is all right? I need like a 78, like absolute minimum. Like absolute fucking minimum.
Black Ops 6 scored an 83.
Yeah, but like this is also Black Ops 7 exactly 1 year later from the same team.
Yes.
That's giving old fuck up Activision, not like, you know, like why are they already releasing Black Ops 7 a year later? That
it's getting a lot of good community energy behind it. You didn't hear about the multiplayer thing that they got announced a couple days ago?
No. What about their campaign? I think people liked the campaign for Blop 6, and that's kind of why it scored okay.
It did. And
but the problem is this year, Battlefield's here to like make fun of it. You know, we were just talking about. When there's another game that people can rally behind to make fun of another game, like that, the aura, it loses so much aura. You know, and I feel like that's going to happen with Call of Duty this year. Because everyone's happily playing Battlefield instead. I don't know. Somebody's picking up blops also in our league, and I think it might be Carlos. Like I said, there's either a
Who
lot
could
of
say?
like bait. There's either a lot of bait or somebody's trying to pick up a lot of games. And the only people with a lot of slots are Nolan and Carlos. So I don't know. But you
We
know what I'm
should be at
talking
least
about, right?
glad that they watched your trailer talk
You
from
can
last week.
you can bid on a lot of games. Well, true. I was like saying, hey, don't run out of time because that has happened to people. But y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Where you can bid on a lot of games and prioritize them to get the one you want, and it's kind of just like throwing out a distraction, grenade or whatever.
Yeah.
To try to confuse people from you bidding on the game you actually want. Because I don't think anyone actually wants Kirby Air Riders, right? I think that's just bait. Well, no, that could be Nolan. Nolan's so Nintendo pilled these days.
Because you think Kirby Air Riders is going to score below a 70?
No, absolutely not. But the thing is, there's a weird cult of Sakurai going on right now. Like Sakurai, he could do no wrong. They're memeing him. They're building him up. They're trying to Hideo Kojima the man. And like whatever, I get it. Smash is cool, and I know there was that one Kid Icarus game some people really liked on the 3DS, but let's people need to rein it in. There was a thread on Reset Era, and it's like vote for the game you're more like, which game do you think is going to be better? And the poll was Kirby Air Riders and Metroid Prime 4. And yes, Metroid Prime 4 was winning the poll, but it wasn't like 90 to 10 or whatever, or like 92 to 8. It was like 70-30 in favor of Metroid. But like the responses in this thread were people so like, oh, like, of course, Kirby Air Riders. I mean, Metroid snooze. And I'm like, what if, like, I felt like the Twilight Zone. And they were so passionately excited about Kirby Air Riders. I was so lost. I was so confused. Because, like, Kirby Air Ride is not a good game. And I didn't know many people who liked it because I was an adult. And you had to have been like every single person who likes Kirby Air Ride, like passionate fans of Kirby Air Ride, were all born within like a week of each other because anybody else couldn't possibly have enjoyed Kirby Air Ride back in the day. And now they've all like cloned themselves and are posting in all these threads about how Kirby. I just don't get it. People are convinced that because Sakurai is directing Kirby Air Riders, it can't be bad because Sakurai's a goat. But Sakurai also directed Kirby Air Ride, which sucked. And he also directed Super Smash Bros. Melee before Kirby Air Ride, proving that Sakurai was a goat even back then, right? Like Super Smash Bros. Melee is timeless. It's still played at tournaments. So it's not like he sucked back then, and that's why it was okay that Kirby Air Ride was no good. And now Sakurai's back to direct it again, so he's going to make it amazing because Sakurai's amazing now. He was amazing back then, right?
Nick, would you like to do a roll call?
That?
Maybe he was having an off week.
A week? It did look like it took about a week to develop Kirby Air Ride. I mean, yeah. And like the unhinged part, like 25 years later or whatever, is that people are playing Kirby Air Riders and going, well, it just seems like more Kirby Air Ride. And that is not okay. That cannot be the thing you're saying. It needs to be like, oh, they've turned the nugget of interesting concept of Kirby Air Ride into this new beautiful thing that is different, even though it still has the spirit of the original, and it's accessible now and will be enjoyed by millions and millions of people. No, they're literally saying it's more Kirby Air Ride.
Brad,
and that is
Brad,
so
you need
stupid.
to stop. You need to stop. Nick is dying. Look at Nick's camera. He's dying.
Well, I don't think it has anything to do with me, but what's up, Nick? You ready?
No,
I'm recording.
No, it's fine. I'm having a moment. That's all. Mm.
What's all that all over your big in? Can I say that like that N64 side table is still like pretty fucking goated. But
is.
it does suck that you have to have it at an angle because that makes the usefulness of an end table like way more.
It was probably intended more as like a coffee table situation where it's supposed
like
to be
in
like
the middle of your floor.
in the middle of the floor, but
you literally die if you tripped over that like in the dark though.
No shit.
But like you can't put it like flush against the side of your couch because it's so not cool anymore. It has to be like that. But I don't know.
It sure does.
Still cool. I want that, but like
yeah, that is correct.
I mean, there's
Zeros,
not
guys. It is an end
there's not
table.
a logo that would be cooler than that one for an end table that's video game related. Maybe like a companion cube. And no, that's not even close. I feel embarrassed for even saying companion cube.
Yeah, that was pretty fucking lame, Brad.
I'm pretty sure they made a PlayStation one as well. But
Like
I don't
that?
remember what it. Yeah.
But like, there's nothing square enough from PlayStation that is as cool as that. I am recording. We can do the roll call whenever. Oh wait, no, Crispy's gone to masturbate in the other room. Usually he turns his camera off before he does that.
I mean,
he has to do a.
It is a Friday night. Let the man get done with what he needs to do.
He has to do a cummy check before he turns his camera back on.
I didn't need to hear that broadcast out to the world, Brad. Thank you very much. Nick, you gonna make it?
I don't know. Something about tonight's trailer talk just like sucked my fucking soul out of my body. I don't know.
Bad.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just having. I feel like I'm having like a. I don't know.
We'll get to talking
I have
about
not.
Yotei and Silent Hill, and everything will be okay.
I'm hesitant to because I am not like diagnosed bipolar, but I feel like I'm having like a bipolar like flip of the switch in my brain where it's like I was really enthused to be here, and then suddenly like that I'm just like, can I go somewhere else?
I don't think it's bipolar.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not.
Who's lived with
I am not.
Bipolar
I am not
people.
diagnosed bipolar, so I don't like. I don't like. I'm just saying like that's like.
I see what you're saying. You
An
don't want
easy way to
self-diagnose.
summarize. It's the best
Like
way to like explain how I'm feeling right now. It's just like I don't know. It'll pass. It'll
Polar
pass.
syndrome, says Zero Skies.
It could be.
Yeah.
Is that a real syndrome?
It is now.
I wasn't really planning on talking more about Silent Hill tonight because
I played a little bit more, but I think I got stuff to talk about and Yotei.
All I've played is a fuck ton of Silk Song and about 4 hours of Yotei. And about 2 more hours of Silent Hill, but still, I'd rather wait and talk about that again after I've finished the game. Because,
Is there any Silent Hill F players in chat? Sonji, right? How much of that have you played? I'm kind of curious what, like, the, like when you played Nier, they're like, well, at least play 2 endings, like route A and B, and then you can stop, and then maybe YouTube, like, the rest. Like, what is,
Here, Brett, I don't
not
know
about Yotei, Sonji.
Don't ask this question because I feel like this is just opening the floor for potential spoilers, and I don't.
Well, I want the answer. I want.
Okay, well then
answer from.
Ask people in
myself.
Discord where they can answer and maybe spoil tag shit because I really don't want people just throwing shit like that out in chat.
Yeah, I don't think anyone is malicious or dumb enough to do anything too crazy, but I just wanted to know like how many times I needed to quote unquote play it. Even though I know that's, Oh, let me restart my recording.
Yes, everybody restart your recording. Are we doing 1 segment or 2?
Whatever you like, baby. It is Friday night.
Well, I mean, when when we record this late in the week, one segment is always best because I can edit a 1-segment show way faster than a 2-segment show. Which
like
means
no
I
matter
can
the
get
length.
Yeah, it's just I only have to go through the process once as opposed to twice.
Well, then
I
let's
can get it
always
done
do
a
it
lot
one
faster.
segment show.
But like, all right, I'm gonna hit record. I'm gonna hit
I am
record and
recording.
hope that I can make it through this intro.
We could revolutionize this podcast thing. For years, everyone's been doing 2
I mean, we could do
segments.
one segment if we were doing trailer talk. I mean, trailer talk kind of naturally takes up that one segment anyway.
That's true. Which,
It's just trailer talk is not very coherent a lot of the time.
But some of
that's
our
okay.
best conversations do happen during trailer talk.
I think what you mean is some of your best conversations happen during trailer talk. Because like you could talk until you're blue in the face very coherently
general.
during trailer
In
talk,
general.
and then I'm like, all right, time to record, and you're like, what's up? Anyways,
Well,
is everybody recording?
Yes.
Essentially, what you're saying is we need to get into the topics quicker. I'm less for the schmoozing.
All right, roll call starts now. Brad.
What's up? What's up?
God damn it. Can you give me something more than that?
So, what's that?
Crispy.
Brad says,
Chris
"What up?" Sorry.
Chris Davis.
What Oh man, dude, this shit was goated in the 90s. Y'all don't even know.
The children today don't understand.
I've still never seen that movie, and I never will.
That movie?
Well, yeah. I mean, he might be referring to Scary Movie's parody of the What's That?
Yeah.
The commercials. It was commercials.
Yeah, there were commercials.
Was that
But
just commercials? Okay.
Yeah, well, yeah. The original thing is, but Scary Movie did parody it famously.
Like it was a
Also,
Budweiser commercial.
you've not seen Scary Movie? Like some of its best jokes are Scream
like
jokes.
Scream related, yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Scary Movie's great.
They're making another one.
The first one.
Again. Like this is like what, part 7 at this point?
I work with someone, admittedly a younger person, who says like they don't the Ring. I brought up the Ring as being like, I was like, oh, is this hold up? Is this still like the scariest movie I've ever seen? Like if I were to watch it today,
I've ever seen.
Yeah, and someone is like, oh my god, the Ring Ghost scares me so much. I've never seen the Ring, but the one with that scary movie that had the Ring Ghost scared me so much when I was a child. And I'm like,
When she comes out of the TV and they box.
I guess. Yeah, that's right. It's like very cartoonish. But apparently, I work with someone young enough who was very young when Scary Movie came out and scared the pants off of them. I don't know.
And that's their frame of reference for the Ring.
Yes,
That's
for the
phenomenal.
horrors of the Ring.
That is awful. All right, guys, welcome to 4Player Podcast. This is episode 851. It is October 10th, 2025. It's Friday. It's been a week.
Spooky,
So we haven't.
Nick. Spooky season.
We are in the middle in the midst of spooky season officially. So
Dude, hype, man. Are y'all excited?
No.
Yeah,
I went to Pumpkin Nights last night. Have y'all been to Pumpkin Nights before at Pioneer Farms? I guess it's more of a family thing. But I mean, you could go late when the weather's nice.
Yeah, we don't have families.
But I mean, when I say that, I mean like little kids. Like,
Yeah,
you take little kids.
It's lame, is what he means.
Is that
But
where
I
like
mean-
David
I
S.
mean,
Pumpkins
like if a
hangs out?
couple goes like really late at night, it's nice. I mean, it's like a trail of lights, but they're like pumpkins and cool pumpkin displays.
That is pretty
and,
cool. That is
like
pretty
it is neat, but
I would do
Yeah.
that. Actually, sounds pretty. That sounds pretty hype. Actually,
There's fire dancers. They even have a haunted house
Ooh.
this year, like a little one that has no actors. It says, and they recommend for 12 and above. And I couldn't convince Henry to go in. He's like,
they
well,
have
I
no
can't go
actors.
in.
It's all real.
Henry was more like he was scared and he didn't want to go. And I was trying to like hype him up a little bit about going into the $10 bonus cost haunted house, whatever. And I think what made him not want to go more was the fact that he was under the age of 12. He cares more about like following the rules. Like he's got like more anxiety than I do as an 8-year-old.
He doesn't understand how flimsy and arbitrary our
exactly.
institutions are.
So
Yeah.
he's like what I kind of don't want to go in because I'm scared, and two,
But they say I shouldn't go in because I'm too young.
yeah. So I'm like, whatever.
Which means I'll probably die.
Well, I was saying like, oh, well, maybe next year, we could try. And he's like, no, Dad. Next year I'm 9.
I'll be 11.
So he's like, it's gonna have to be 5 years or whatever the fuck.
Wow, is that how math works?
I just want to go into the haunted house.
He'll care less about rules before that.
It had no human actors. That's what makes a haunted house scary.
You get one of those lanyards, the light up things they do at like Halloween Horror Nights now.
Yeah.
You can get a lanyard that's like, please don't scare
Don't fuck with me. Yeah,
It's like, please
really
don't. Yeah, you will like walk around with, it's like lit up and everything so people can see
some
from
people
a mile
don't
away.
Some people don't like the awkwardness of interacting. It's like going to the Ren Fair,
Yeah.
Like people don't like the awkwardness of interacting with an actor that's trying their best to do their thing in front of you, which I'm kind of with.
And then there's people who swing the entire on the entire like opposite end of that spectrum who are like, yes, Daddy, interact with me so hard, like at the Ren Fair. I was gonna say last year at Halloween I went to Halloween Horror Nights. I think that was last year. I did like 12 haunted houses in one night, and that was pretty cool. But I didn't see any of these.
By the time you get to 11 or 12,
like
are you just like, oh.
Dude, I was...
Oh my God. The actor that we thought we passed, the actor that we thought we passed followed us and scared us from behind. Whoa, revolutionary haunted house tech.
No, yeah, it was more of a spectacle than anything, but like, yeah, I think after that I realized I was like, I think this like satisfied me, like as far as like I don't feel like I ever really need to go to one of these haunted houses. And I think I hit my quota.
It's time to put away childish things.
What grossed me out was I went to like a haunted house with like on a work trip. Essentially, we were in San Antonio on a work trip, and we were like after dinner one night we were like, fuck it, let's just go to a haunted house. And I was like, okay, cool. A lot of most of the people are like a lot younger than me, and there's a couple people my age, but like I was in the back of the group. You
drew the short straw
behind. And like the actors they would like just walk past me to scare the young lady in front of me, and I'm like,
you're not a choice target.
Yeah, you're just making this weird.
You're low hanging fruit, Brad.
Yeah, but it's like,
got to get the
I'm in the back. You should at least be making an effort to scare me and not just go for the young ladies in front of me. This is just weird, and it kind of made the whole thing gross.
I think it's more about. I think it's more about, and I could be wrong because it could be gross the way you're describing it, but it's also like like being in the middle, like placing yourself in between the front and the back in a group of people just kind of implies that they're choosing to be there because like they want to be like insulated from the quote unquote scary shit.
They want to be untouchable.
So
that's what makes them like those are the prime targets.
I think it was creepy dudes. I think that's what it was. And I paid there. I was there for scares, and like there's like a like the mask comes off a little bit when they just walk past me like, hey, what's up? And then,
they think you work there.
Nah,
You're
shut up. What are you
stalking
trying
him.
to say? What are you trying to say?
You're big
There's a
ugly
few.
monster.
There's a few choice haunted houses here in Austin like that get like hyped up, I guess, for being like really fucking intense that I've still never gone to. Like, you know, they always talk about like the haunted house where you have to sign a waiver before you go in and shit.
Yeah.
I've still never been to one of those in Austin. I kind of want to do
I
it.
don't
What
think
was the
they're
name
We
of
should
that
do
one
it.
I don't
that
think
went,
they're
like,
in the
30
city
years?
limits. I know what you're talking about. I don't think they have any of those kind in town. But
we can make
You guys
our own horror
watching-
movie by agreeing to go out into the middle of nowhere, go to one of these haunted
I
houses.
did watch Halloween VHS on the topic of things that I guess that we.
I heard that was really bad.
watch. It was fun. I mean, it was Halloween themed, which made it like automatically better than some other like low budget horror stuff because Halloween's a good setting for spooky stories that aren't they're not really spooky. It had like a Season of the Witch energy, and I appreciate that because I'm a Halloween 3 Season of the Witch fan. But yeah, like any VHS one, there's like a couple that are kind of fun, and then a couple that are like I probably didn't need to watch that, but generally had a pretty good time. Yeah.
I've made a personal goal to try and watch 10 new horror movies this month. I set the bar a little lower because last time I was like, I'm going to watch 31 new horror movies in the month of October. And I made it to like 11. And I was like, damn, I didn't even come close. So I just lowered the bar. I'm trying to watch 10 new movies that I've never seen before this month.
I watched 2. Oh,
that you'd never seen. I watched The Ritual.
Oh,
the other
I've
night.
seen that. I've seen it.
It's pretty good.
How are you budgeting your time, Nick? You have like 5 different games you're playing, and you're trying to watch 10 horror movies in the next 20 days.
This is not.
I'm trying to figure this
not,
out.
Nobody wants to hear me talk about. Nobody wants to hear me talking about budgeting my time, because that was the wrong question
Listen,
to ask.
He watched
Crispy,
all
what did
of
you
Law
want?
and Order.
You want to know
I did.
what horror
That's
movies?
over.
You want to know what horror movies I watched? I finally saw
Yes.
Sinners for the first time.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
That's a good movie. That's a
that
good fucking
movie
movie.
is fucking weird, really wild.
But
no,
in a good
it's
way.
great. It's really good. It's fucking wild. Some of the stuff they do with like the music and the audio tracks in that movie are fucking crazy. Like really cool.
And then there's that scene that everybody talks about with the like the dancing through time or whatever.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
it's really
watching
cool.
it on TV
Unexpected.
and I realized like, oh, this was definitely supposed to be like an IMAX thing, huh? Like,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of switching between like the 16:9 and the like IMAX format, and every time it happens, it's like, oh, like whoa, like real kind of like jarring. Yeah, I really like that. And then I watched The Monkey. Have you guys seen that movie?
I have seen The Monkey. Yeah,
That was pretty fun.
I watched it like a week and a half ago.
It was pretty good.
Is there a monkey?
I kind of like it. It was funny. Yeah, it's the
Nice.
the wind up monkey that kills people.
Yep.
And
Based
I
on a
don't
Stephen
know if I
King
mentioned
story.
it, but I thought the movie was fun. It was kind of like Final Destination-y in its like vibe, but also the monkey itself was it's a really good horror movie prop. I like that monkey.
Yeah.
The monkey's fun. I was watching it and I was like, wait, New England, and this dude has like a twin brother and they have dad issues. Like, what did Stephen King write this? And it is a Stephen King story.
It is
What is that
absolutely a
guy's
Stephen King.
fucking problem?
Dude, that guy. Yeah, you can kind of like, if you don't know what you're getting into and you watch a Stephen King, sometimes you can spot it a mile away.
He's so fucking weird.
Oh, this is not horror related, but I finally got to watch the end of Life of Chuck, which Brad, remember you
That's
were
right.
saying like, what if you
Yeah.
watch the end and it sucks? It
Huh.
didn't. It was a beautiful fucking movie, incredible. Go watch it. So sorry, we're getting a little off topic here. I suppose we don't really have a topic yet. We haven't even talked about a video game yet. But I was like trying to make a list of horror movies to watch, and then I was like realizing, man, there's some like really glaring omissions of movies that I should be ashamed to say that I've never seen that I should probably try to watch this month.
Who was he gonna say?
And
What
then
was he gonna say?
I mean, I feel like the one, oh man, this is embarrassing.
The
I've
Exorcist.
never seen. I have seen the scene, the important, the iconic moment, but I have never seen the entirety of Psycho in my
Okay,
life.
I mean, it is an
Which
older
is-
movie,
But,
I
but
mean,
like, it's still a pretty glaring omission considering Scream is like one of my
you
favorite
mean the
movies of all
opening
time.
scene, right? Like, like, are you not familiar with like the ending scene or?
I've seen the
quote-unquote
shower
twist?
scene. I don't even know where it
Okay.
happens in the context
It's
of
like
the film.
30 minutes into the movie.
Yeah, there's like
Okay.
another
Yeah,
an hour after that.
Yeah, so I mean, I've seen Bog Noises in chat asking if I've seen a Hitchcock movie. I've seen The Birds, but
Bears,
I've never
Bears.
seen Psycho.
Rear Window, Vertigo.
Yeah, I know, but like, there's
Rear
a lot
Window's top 10 for me.
It is.
There's a
I
lot of
love
Hitchcock.
Rear Window, dude.
A lot of Hitchcock that I've never seen, a lot of horror movies that I've never seen, and it came to light because I was like, fuck, because we went to on Monday or Tuesday, we went to the Draft House for the Scream movie party, which was a lot of fun. And I was like, man, I fucking love this movie. It's like probably one of my favorite movies of all time. Still is. And I was like, fuck, I haven't seen Psycho, and that feels ridiculous. So I'm gonna watch Psycho this month for the first time. But I forgot where I was going with this. But
It's
man,
overglazed.
oh, I also have never seen A Clockwork Orange.
Oh,
I don't know if that like count. Yeah. And I
Yeah.
saw that pop up in a lot of like best horror movies of all time, and I was like, I never really thought of that.
Really?
I guess as someone who's never seen it, I never looked at it as a horror movie. I know it has horror elements, but I was like, but everybody's putting it on these like
disturbing.
lists of horror movies, and I was like, maybe I should fucking watch that this month.
Interesting choices, but like
these are definitely omissions. These are definitely
Oh,
movies
I know.
you should watch.
But
I'm not
they don't.
surprised
They're
you're
not like the most Halloweeny vibes. But I mean, I don't know. I guess Psycho is right.
Psycho is only super shameful to me because it is a major inspiration for one of my favorite movies of all time, and that seems like a pretty glaring omission to have not seen it.
If you want to be a horror fan and you are not at least familiar with Hitchcock's game, like his philosophy, his idea of like movie making, like I don't know. I don't know what you're doing. Like, what?
No, you're right.
What
You're
are you
right.
spending
You're
all your time watching? Like,
Law and Order SVU, baby.
But yeah,
clearly,
You got.
yeah.
You
Just
should
kidding,
watch.
it's
like-
over. I finished.
I always
it.
try to watch like one old horror movie.
I made a
during the
list of
season.
like.
But I mean
I'll
like
probably put,
Universal horror, like old horror movie.
Yeah, I went through like Letterboxd and just added a bunch of horror movies that I'd never seen before to a list. And I was like, I'm just gonna like try and get through 10 of these in October.
I'm curious
And I
what
threw
else
just a
is on
bunch
your
of random.
list. You know, Carlos watches
Uh,
a lot of horror movies. His list would be worth peeping.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's why I was like trying to get people in Discord like give me recommendations and stuff. I haven't seen The Substance yet. I'm gonna try and watch that this month.
Also horror, but
man.
not like Halloween.
I know. Suspiria is on my list. I've never seen Suspiria.
Okay, I mean that's certainly a classic. Yeah.
which
Yeah,
one?
there's-
The 1971.
I mean,
watch the 1971.
the original.
I don't know.
one.
I
mean,
never
I've heard
watched the new one.
I've heard good things about the new one too, but it just seems kind of weird if I watched the new one and didn't watch the original at some point. But I also don't want to.
Is this where we find out that you actually watched the Gus Van Sant Psycho, starring Vince
Oh
Vaughn?
no, no.
Oh, is that the one with Anne Heche?
I
Is
think
Anne
so.
Haitian?
And it's like
Yeah, yeah.
exact shot for shot.
Wait,
remake.
who's
It's not
the
even,
guy
like,
in that one?
a new interpretation. It's
Who's-
Vince
I have-
Vaughn plays
Vince
Norman
Vaughn,
Bates.
dude.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I have-
weird.
I have not seen the remake either, but
But
I
also,
did.
Norman Bates, Anthony Perkins, his son is Osgood Perkins, the guy who
Yeah.
is
Who
kinda
made the
like
monkey?
on the fucking run
Well,
right now.
He didn't just make the monkey, but
He made
yeah.
Monkey
I
and
know.
he made Long Legs and he did
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't remember. But yeah, he's fucking
Black Coat's Daughter. I Am the Pretty Thing Who Lives in the House.
I have not
Yeah.
seen the Black Coat's Daughter. Is that?
I
good?
really like that movie. Gretel and Hansel. True. No,
Right.
I've seen most of his movies, and I kind of like all of them.
Sweet. Well, if
Carlos
anybody has
has
any
put-
other recommendations,
Carlos has put up his letterbox in chat. He's reviewed 79 movies this year. And I'm just scrolling like, holy fuck, man.
Well, don't leave us in suspense.
It's a hodgepodge of so many different fucking things. Like one minute you see like 5-star review for Superman. and then 5 stars for
You gave
Sinners.
it 5
and then
stars to Superman?
3 stars for Venom: The Last Dance, and 1 star for Civil War.
You're
like-
doing the same thing to Carlos that you did to me. Everybody needs to leave people alone about their fucking letterbox.
To be fair, you gave Star Wars: A New Hope like less than 4 stars.
It's my
Also-
oh my god, I'm not going into this again.
Also, Carlos can take it. We can make fun of his list. It's fine.
Also, what is the
but-
Advent calendar? This looks bad.
He gave that 1 star, right?
Yeah.
He gave 28 Years Later 2.5 out of 5 stars. That's literally one of my favorite movies of the year.
Well, he did watch
Anyways.
79 movies. So.
He did watch 79 movies, but I'm talking specifically about like new movies that came out this year. He's watched a bunch of older stuff too. So
Yeah.
yeah. Anyways, enough about this. Let's talk about video games. That is, in fact, what we're here to play. There will be stuff on the stream, I think, this month. Brad, you've been streaming some Silent Hill still, right?
Here and there, yeah.
Yeah. And once I finish Silksong, I'm gonna start playing Dying Light: The Beast, and I'm gonna do that on the stream. So look for some horror games on the stream. We'll talk about more horror games on the feed or on the podcast, shall I say, in the coming weeks. But for now, like I said, I kind of mentioned it briefly at the beginning of the episode, but it's a Friday. We didn't record on our usual night this week. It's been kind of a weird scheduling week. So let's play a little catch up. Let's talk about video games. I don't know where we want to start tonight. I feel like
People have been champing at the bit to hear about Final Fantasy Tactics, Nick.
Okay, Brad.
Let's get it out of the way for him.
Don't take this
for
the
me,
wrong
right?
way. Okay, fine.
No, it's funny. It's funny. This is why, Nick, when you said I'm going to play that, I was like, "No, you're
No,
not."
I
just
want
didn't say
to
it out
play
loud.
that. If I was talking about it, here's the thing: if I was talking about it, then I feel like people would want to hear about it because I've never touched it. You've been talking about Final Fantasy Tactics since the day we started this podcast in 2008.
I mean, kind of, but not really, actually, because
I'm just
the
busting your
last
balls.
version of Final Fantasy Tactics to come out is the PSP, which I think I played that version before we even started podcasting. So kind of not really.
I'm just busting your chops.
Also, I didn't talk about it last week because
You actually
had other
did.
games to talk about. No, I didn't.
You just
In
did.
my four,
You did. You talked
in my
about it in your
4-player
4-player minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know in your heart you want it to be relegated to a 4-player minute, Nick, but to some people this is the greatest game ever made. So I don't know. What do you want from me? I mean, to some extent, you are right. It is a game that people know I like and I have been talking about for a long time. But
Tell us about the Evilise Chronicles, Brad.
I did convince Crispy to play it once, and he played through the whole fucking game because he's a real one.
It was pretty cool.
Unlike someone who says they want to play it. And Chris Davis bought it once, and when he buys things,
I
that
bought the
means
original,
something.
and I've got the remake over here somewhere.
Oh,
And he's going to get it off his shelf for some reason.
I don't actually care what he
It's
said.
in the other room.
Yeah.
Because I installed
In
it.
his
I just haven't
trash
played it
can,
yet.
probably.
I installed it.
It's in his trash can.
No, but you see what I'm saying. I once said, "Hey, Crispy, you should play this whole game," and he did.
Man,
And
that
I don't
would've
care
been
how many
comedy
copies
gold.
Chris Davis and Nick buy, but that doesn't mean shit compared to what Crispy did, because it wasn't even his genre. And he said, "You know what? I'll do you a solid and play your favorite game," and he did, and he finished.
You know why I didn't play it, Brad?
Because it's
because of shit like this, right? That's happening right
No,
here.
Shut up! You can't use the spite reason is why I haven't played this beloved classic. Anyways, it is
Look,
okay.
it's-
So
it
when
is
this thing first got
$50 and I'm-
announced, I was like a little disappointed that it seemed like they were not putting in as much work as they did with Tactics Ogre Reborn, and that is true. That is true. This is much closer to the original game. In fact, it doesn't even include the War of the Lions content.
Which I've never quite
From-
understood how they they re-released the game, added a bunch of content, and now they're releasing it again without all the extra content they added in the last version of the game they made. It just seems,
but like it's also
like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, or
sort
something. I
of
don't know.
like it kind of depends on how you view. Like they didn't add nothing from War of the Lions. Like for example, this cutscene.
This is crazy.
It's beautiful.
This is a cutscene from War of the Lions that it doesn't even play when you get to this part of the game. But it in the menus, like they do a really good job of like chronicling all the information. They have like timelines and you can rewatch scenes and like, you know, they have all the thing is like in this nice new menu and stuff. Where
Man,
you
I wish
can
all
like
games did that shit.
yeah, like they do a really good job of it, and it's crazy because in the scene, like you know, they have a breakdown of all the story moments, and you can like rewatch a scene, like a cutscene, like with the in-game characters. But like, there's an option to view movie, and I clicked view movie, and it was the cutscenes from the PSP version, but with the new script and the new voice acting, like they're completely and they're even touched up. And it's crazy to me because they did that and they did not even put them in the game. They're hidden in the menu, which is crazy. Like
But
it's
there
crazy.
But they gave that same treatment to like scenes that are actually in the game, right? Like in the
Yeah,
that
but
that you
that's
come across
but like
organically.
scenes with in-game graphics, like the original had. But like why would you include these?
Wait, the War of the like these beautiful animated cutscenes are only
Those
the
are from
ones
War of the
only in the
Lions.
menu?
Yeah, and there's only
Yeah.
like a
Oh,
couple dozen
no.
scenes or whatever, right? But you got to understand that like Final Fantasy Tactics is like a really like visually striking game like for its time, but even now, right? Like it has an art style that I think really holds up, and like the cutscenes are very like all like Final Fantasy Tactics in general is very like kind of stage play, like Game of Thrones, right? And like I think they do cool things with like the framing of these scenes, and like I think the in-game like architecture is like super interesting and cool. Like I love that stuff, right? And like even the way they like will turn, you know, just like you would when you're playing the game, like in turning the battlefield, they'll like use that to effect in like the actual like cutscenes in the in-game like engine, and like, you know, like somebody is listening to a conversation and you see that because of the way like the
camera
scene
turns,
rotates and stuff. Like they do cool stuff like that. Like it's a visually interesting game in the cutscenes. But yeah, they created these animated scenes for the PSP version, and they retouched them. And let me be clear here: this game is fully voice acted with like a completely new translation of the game that is somewhat in between like the original and like the War of the Lions version, which was very flowery, I suppose, or you know, very purpley in its prose, but like this script is still a little bit closer to that. It's just not so fancy, which I feel like is a good thing because you know I really like that translation, but like it didn't make sense for everybody in the story to be talking that way. And here it feels more like the people who should be talking that way are talking that way, and the people maybe who aren't to a slight. I mean, I don't know. In general, I think it's just a. I like this translation a lot. It feels written for the spoken word, and they do a really good job with that. And I think the voice acting has actually been extremely good. And it's not just like that the scenes are voice acted, but like they added like you're hearing voice acting like in battles and stuff. Like there's like little, you know, quips and stuff when like you're selecting units and when they're like moving and attacking and like dying. Like sometimes like a NPC will like have a dying thing that they say when they die. Like there's a lot of
dying declaration, if you will.
Yeah, there's a lot of chattiness in this game in general, which I wasn't expecting. I thought it was just they were going to take all the dialogue and voice it, but no, there's a lot more going on, and I think it's really good, including the call outs. Like every now and then when you cast a spell or do like a holy night, like, you know, special skill or whatever, there's like a little like quote that they say, and like everyone voice acts those now, and it's so cool because, you know, those sayings are just so crazy, and I love it. I absolutely love it. You know, obviously, to some extent, this is nostalgia, right? It's literally my favorite game, and I love playing it, and I'm like super addicted to it. But like they did do a lot to modernize it, like a lot of the UI improvements, and quality of life things. Like this is an amazing version of the game that is now accessible to so many people, and it is a lot more work than like just a typical remaster. But what had been happening with Tactics Ogre between like the different releases is like basically a complete reworking of all the systems. So much so that like every version I've ever played of that game has felt like almost a completely different game. And this does not. This feels like Final Fantasy Tactics. It's very comfy. I am playing on Tactician, which is certainly harder. Like enemies deal a lot more damage and you do less damage to them. And I find myself like dying very quickly in battle, but like an individual unit in this game can be like built up to be so fucking powerful that it's like I am, it's crazy. Like I like a one summon spell can like take out 3 units or whatever at once, and it just feels really powerful because unlike Tactics Ogre, which has like tons and tons of units on the field, in Final Fantasy Tactics, it's like 5 of your dudes versus like 5 enemies, and that's it. So killing even one of those units, which can happen very quickly, it just so easily snowballs towards. I mean, it's not even a snowball. It's not even like the analogy, right? Like you take out 2 of their units and like the match is over. You're just kind of like suddenly deciding
Cleaning up
how,
what's left.
or like the game becomes like, now let's think about how many job points I want for each of these classes as I like bat around the last couple of enemies because I need to get move +2 on my thief, So and to me, that's what's so addictive about Final Fantasy Tactics. It's just there's so much customization, and it feels so fun to like combine these classes and their skill sets and abilities to make like god characters. And I like that the new difficulty is like pushing back a little to where I'm not falling, but like every time I play this game, it's like, and I've min-maxed it and played so much of it over the years. It's so hard to like fall into, well, like it would be stupid not to do the thing that you do with this character at this point, it. And I ended the last podcast by saying I wanted to do like some sort of challenge run or find something to make the game harder. And I'm not doing that. I'm playing it like I usually do, but like what's nice is that at least the game is pushing back a little more than it usually does, and that's nice. There's also like part of the quality of life is the ability, like they auto save. There's like 3 auto saves for like your last 3 turns in battle, and you could like easily just load those up. And I would never like reload to like, oh, I missed this unit, let me reload so I can hit it. Not like that. But there is like crazy stuff in Final Fantasy Tactics, like you can poach monsters to get like rare drops, but like the rare drop from that monster it has a very small chance of actually giving you the rare drop. So like you can reload if you don't get the rare carcass, because you get carcasses now from poaching enemies, which is nice. So like there are things that would require like a ton of time for like retrying battles. Like there's this insane thing in the game called move. It used to be called move find item. I think now the skill is called treasure hunter, where if you have this ability equipped and you happen to step on a square on the battlefield that has an item, you then pick the item up off the ground and it's yours. And for most of the game, it's just like you can find potions and stuff and occasional equipment that is worse than what they're even selling in the shop, right? But when you get to the end game and like the post game and like the deep dungeon and there's like ultra rare items that can be found in certain squares of like the final like dungeon, or like the final optional dungeon, like the hard dungeon, right? And but like these squares, if you
Can you
step
tell
on
which
them.
squares they are?
No. I mean, but like you knew from like playing and from guides and stuff back in the day. But here's the crazy part, right? There can be a single rare item that only exists one in the game on a single square in a super hard dungeon. And if you stand on that square and you get the regular drop instead of the rare drop, that rare item is now gone forever. That was your only chance to get that rare item in the game. And if you didn't roll the rare version of stepping on that square, that was your only chance to get that rare item. So you basically had to reload a battle over and over and over again to step on that square and actually get like the 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 1 in 5 chance that it's the rare item or whatever. And it was maddening, right? It was maddening because you wanted the rare
And this
drop
version
because
makes that easier.
It makes that easier because now you can if you don't end a turn, it doesn't like save a new autosave, so you can like reload. You can move to the square, pick up the item. It's not the rare drop. Just load it again without starting the battle over again. So there's insane stuff like that that you have to waste so much time trying to get. That now you can make that stuff easier, which is nice. So it's not like you're abusing the systems. You're just making them less insane. So I'm kind of excited to get to that stuff because there are a lot of like really rare, powerful things in this game. But I do wish it was a little more balanced. For like Tactics Ogre Reborn was a game that they made. They're like, you know what? You can't. Your entire army is stuck at level 19 until you like finish chapter 3. And every single story battle you get into is going to be higher level than you. And you literally there's nothing you can do to grind to make your units more powerful than what they are right now. But it made the game hard, and you had to like think tactically to overcome the challenge, and it was fucking hard at times. And I love that for it because I've never
liked that.
Yeah, because it forced me to like.
You said that that sounded very negative to me.
No. But that's what I'm saying. Like no longer could I just steamroll a battle by making overpowered characters like you can in Final Fantasy Tactics, right? And Tactics Ogre, you had to be like, okay, I'm at a level cap. I'm gonna have to really think to get through this boss battle because it's fucking hard. And that was nice. That was nice because, you know, these games are famous for like steamrolling if you put in the time, and you couldn't in that game. And I love that for it. Because, you know, really what I wanted was my favorite game to be like this new crazy challenge. But I know this game too well, and there's nothing it can do. That the only thing that's going to stop me is me, right? And I don't, it goes against everything in my soul to like play that way. So yeah, I'm going to make some broken shit. I'm eventually going to make an arithmetician, and I'm not going to use my arithmetic abilities on the arithmetician because that class sucks. I'm going to turn him back into a black mage after I learn all the arithmetics.
Okay, buddy. Okay, nerd. Calm down. This is
arithmetics.
No, like there's like in the back in the day they called the class the calculator. It was called the calculator back in the day, but they call it the arithmetician now, which is probably better. Which literally was just like you would have like, okay, let me take the what do I want? Do I want to take like the hit point values or like the levels or the heights that all the enemies are, or enemies and good units are? And how about we'll do even numbers, or you know, we'll do all prime numbers. Let's target all of them. And you're picking like different parameters and saying, I want to cast holy on every single thing that fits into that numerical formula that I just created. And then all of a sudden you wipe out the entire battlefield because you found some numerical combination that targets absolutely everyone, except your units equip shields that absorb holy instead of take damage from holy. So you've wiped out the entire battlefield on turn 1 and the battle's over. All because the arithmetician. This shit was so goated, man.
All because I paid attention in math class. Fuck.
Exactly.
Should have called him just
prime
a
number is not actually a
mathematician.
good skill.
Mathematician.
But like you understand, it's so fucking funny, dude. Because like the way it works in Tactics is like the best skills cost a lot of job points, right? And like the worst skills cost very little, like 100 job points, right? But if you want to like use dual swords, you got to spend 999 job points. But if I remember correctly, that just means like even was like a shit ton of job points versus like prime numbers, which is like cost hardly any job points because targeting all prime numbers is not all that interesting. It's hardly any, but whatever. Continue. Let's move on. Final Fantasy Tactics.
Hey, you know what?
The best game of all time. This is a great version to play. Buy it.
You know, buy it. Somebody in this family, buy it on Steam.
That's the thing. I ended up buying
it
on Switch too because that's kind of the one I usually have with me these days. I regret it because there's already mods out there, and I thought it was gonna take a longer for like interesting mods to become available, especially like the big, huge total conversion mods. But there's already been some like interesting like quality of life changes, like or like just like some aesthetic things, like the death cries from the original game, like the echoey, like someone like put those back into the game, and those are great. I really love those.
There's a
So
plugin
I kind
called
of regret
Tactics
playing on
Fix.
Switch.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at
but
the
what-
Nexus page for Final Fantasy Tactics right now. So
What I decided is I'm just gonna wait till like the really like mega mods, like total conversion shit makes it into this version of the game, and that way I'll just replay it on my Steam Deck or whatever. But it'll be a while before the big stuff shows up.
I did say I want to play this, and look, Silk Song is like still like I'm like I cannot put down Silk Song until it's over, or I'm fucking myself. You know what I mean? Like I can't. That's not a game you just walk away from for like a month and then come back to.
Yeah, no, you're
so
right.
I'm finishing that, and I've already
Man.
I've budgeted my October, and I've bought those games. But if somebody were to pick up Final Fantasy Tactics on Steam,
you were supposed
and I
to buy
finished
it, man.
Silk Song,
What about Hades 2?
I bought Hades 2. I bought Hades 2. I bought Ghost of Yotei, and I didn't have to buy Dying Light. So that was nice. But I
Aren't
feel like
you gonna play
I've
Hades 2?
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Dude, I have 8 games in the queue. 8 games that are bought and paid for that I'm super excited to play. I wish Tactics was one of those. I would love to play Tactics. In fact, I would like if Silk Song wasn't taking up so much of my time, that would easily actually Hades 2 would be a pretty big. I'm still a little iffy on Hades 2 playing it on my Steam Deck because I feel like it's so. I mean, a lot of people play it portably though,
No,
right?
dude, it is absolutely designed for hand. I mean, it is.
Yeah.
Don't. Super Giant's got you, bro. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Okay.
I'm playing it on my Switch too. I mean, I play a lot on my TV, but when I switch to Switch, when I switch to handheld, it's completely adequate. Like everything is scaled for handheld as well.
I was gonna say like Tactics would easily be my next like handheld focus after I finish Silk Song, but nobody's bought it yet, and 2, I already have Hades 2 lined up, so that's probably what's gonna take precedent. But anyways,
I
that's
don't actually care if you play Tactics, but like it would be cool if you did. But look,
I want to because it's been one of those games that's been like kind of.
I mean, if you
top of
actually
mind for a
like
long time.
Game of Thrones and stuff like that, it's pretty sick.
It's not really your flavor. Oh my god, Crispy! That's your
Dude,
trailer.
Knight of the Seven Kingdoms? Is that what you're gonna talk about?
Oh,
dude,
so good.
Oh, but did you know it's 6 30-minute episodes?
Oh, that's
what?
Good. No, I'm into that. I'm into
it's
that.
6 30-minute episodes, and the first season's probably all the tourney at Ashford Meadow.
Yeah, but hey, it's the Hedge
Knight,
Knight,
fucking
right?
6 story. It's the Hedge Knight. It looks great. They showed fucking Too Tall Tanzel with her like dragon puppet, and I was like, that looks crazy.
Dude,
like
everyone looks cool. I mean, I'm excited.
Oh, the Laughing Storm. Oh my god.
I am listening to A Feast for Crows right now.
That can't be true.
Yeah.
That can't be true. What do you listen to like a minute a day?
What, you want?
No,
yeah, you listen to
it took me a year of listening to the audiobook to get through book 3.
That is a crazy thing to say for the audiobook. Like I've heard people say that for like actually reading books, but like the audiobook, you just put it on and listen.
I know, but I'm also like, look, bitch.
It does.
I don't.
Work.
I know, but I only listen to audiobooks when I'm like at work, going on walks, or
fair.
driving.
Feast for Crows. So you're getting Cersei chapters for the first time, right?
Yes.
Cersei's losing her fucking shit.
Feels a little gross. Crispy, I asked you this. I think you missed the question, or maybe I missed your answer. I don't know in Discord. But because remember, book 3 ended with the introduction of Lady Stoneheart, right? Do I remember you telling me? Do I remember you telling me that she doesn't come up again until book 5?
Book 6, bro.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
There's only like one other scene you're gonna see her in, and I don't.
Are you kidding me?
We're still waiting, Nick.
Dude,
We're
we don't
waiting.
know. Yeah, we don't know what's up with, like, you don't understand. By the time the books stop, it's like he kind of put all the pieces where they need to be. But, like, nothing's happened. Like,
Jon Snow is
Jon
dead.
Snow, like, died. Jon Snow's dead. Like,
He's dead. We're waiting.
The,
We're
the
waiting
last
for the
thing we
next
saw
book,
from
Nick.
Daenerys, the last thing we saw from Daenerys was her leaving fucking Marine on Drogon, being lost in the woods for like a month, and then a bunch of Dothrakis ride up on her. And like, that's it. We don't know what's going on there. I mean, we saw in the show what they decided.
What the fan fiction
which
says
was
happened,
just
yeah.
fucking weird.
Tyrion got pulled under the water, man.
But that whole idea that like the Dothraki would be looking for her to return her to the Dosh Khaleen, like, is legit. Like, that is probably what is going on. Is that they're gonna try to, like,
dude, fuck,
imprison her.
Oh my god, I like was I was listening to book 3, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so excited to get to Lady Stoneheart, and now you tell me there's only one more scene. Like, my heart is
it's
just
pretty big. Like, it's a pretty important scene, but
that's good.
Yeah, it's
at
like
least.
It's like you don't even know, like, you know, when we talk about the later seasons of Game of Thrones, like, kind of sucking, and like my biggest complaint was always that like it just feels like they've cut all the threads and they've like tied everything up into like 3 story threads and that's it, dude.
Ultra simplification.
Yeah, you have no idea how many different hanging threads there are from the books. Like, there are so many questions that people have, and none of them, hardly any of them, have anything to do with like show characters, you know?
Yeah.
Like, there are multiple stories happening that are like way more interesting than whatever is going on with Dany or the Starks or whatever. Like, that you start seeing snippets of and you start like getting immersed in. Book 4 is my favorite because of that. Book 4 is like the most just like, what's going on in the rest of Westeros right now? And it's fucking wild. Like,
I believe everything you're saying. I'm just like, it's been 13 years.
Yeah, Nick, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
I'm going for the ride. I'm listening.
Like,
I'm going
yeah, I don't know, man. Like, some art is abandoned and not completed, and it hurts. But like, what you choose to do with that hurt and that longing and that pain is what's important. I mean, it's like there's still so much good. Like, he got 5 fucking books, right? Even if he doesn't make another one, he got 5 good books out, and I do think they're good. Like, they're good.
Oh, I have no doubt they're good. Dude, I
Um,
had that. I think I've told this story briefly, but like, I was listening. I think it was right after I finished listening to book 2, and I was like, "Fuck, man, these audiobooks too. Just like the listening experience on the audiobook is so fucking good. This is amazing." And if he doesn't, and if like I literally had this thought to myself, like, if he doesn't hurry up and finish these books, this narrator is going to pass away before he even had a chance to listen.
He was already dead for like 10
and he was
years.
already like long dead.
Yeah,
at the time I had
yeah.
this thought, I was like, "Oh,
You know what's crazy though? Like, it's even been so long since the show that I'm like forgetting some of the scenes in the show that like disappointed me, but I remember like the book moments, like the fighting pit, like Daenerys in the fighting pit in like book 5. I'm like, I was like, when I read the book, I was like, oh, that's so
that
crazy.
whole scene of the gladiatorial fights, and like
Yes.
when everything starts popping off, and you're like, oh my god, why is Strong Belwas vomiting? blood
Yes,
everywhere?
yes, Strong
Like, who's
Belwas.
stabbing people over there? And then like Drogon shows up, and you're like, what the fuck is happening? Like,
I don't even remember what that was like in the show. I just remember that I was very disappointed.
It's
But I'm glad. I forgot, and I just have book memories.
Hey, look, I'm going for the ride. I'm listening to book 4 right now. To answer your question
I'm
about
glad,
why it
and
takes me
I'm
so
happy
long, I am also
He
in a
only
book
listens
club
when
at
he
work.
pees.
No. I am also in a book club at work, so I'm like spending a lot of time trying to keep up with that and listening to
and
other
they're
audiobooks.
reading Law and Order SVU.
Yes, we're reading Law and Order SVU.
They're reading the Encyclopedia Britannica.
There are 800 books. No, yeah. I'm just saying. I'm juggling a lot of books, and I don't
But
listen
let me
as
tell
much
you this,
as
Nick. Let me tell you.
If I had like an hour commute, then it'd be a different story, probably.
This Game of Thrones show that's coming up in January, this Night of the Seven Kingdoms, based on the Tales of Dunk and Egg, that shit is maybe legitimately my favorite part of Game of Thrones. Like this, like the Tales of Dunk and Egg are so good. It's everything that's really cool about Game of Thrones, but like just the politics, none of the like weird magic stuff. It's just like the politics of the kingdom, and like everything is from this really like low down to earth, like you're seeing everything from like the common folk view, and it's really good. Like it's fucking sick.
And like it's good in a way that I think anybody can and probably will enjoy this in a way that House of the Dragon is very intimidating and feels like a lot. I think for someone maybe
I'm
who's
really
more
enjoying that show too.
House of the Dragon is pretty cool.
It's pretty cool, but it's different.
I liked it a lot more than the last few seasons of Game of Thrones for sure.
Have we ever got Chris Davis to admit in writing that he doesn't like fantasy stuff? Because he just did in chat.
I've said this hundreds of times.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought this was one of those things. I thought this was one of those things that you deny openly, and that Brad chastises you for
honest
and
with
accuses you
himself,
of.
Nick.
What does that mean? Why do I feel attacked? Fucking hate you. Fucking hate you.
He's not trying to have it all, Nick.
I did not see
I'm trying.
the entirety of the Lord of the Rings trilogy from start to finish until like 5-10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
he
thought
had
you were
to
gonna
be
say
able to buy it.
Some of the Lord of the
first.
Rings trilogy.
Yeah, I was about to be like,
what do
I
you
was about to
mean?
be.
I loved Lord of the Rings before I even liked fantasy. Like that shit's so good.
My goodness. Yeah.
I
try. You know, variety is the spice of life. I'm trying to have everything, and I'm failing.
That's true.
But God damn it.
I think it's about understanding that there's enough magic and treasure in the world that you can live a full, happy, like satisfied life without having to experience absolutely everything. You know? Like that's impossible. So don't hold yourself to that standard. You know?
Don't fill your life with Ubisoft style checklist games.
Shut the fuck up,
like
Brad.
Ghost of
Speaking of which,
Yotei.
I was like, here comes the Yotei transition. Let's talk about Ghost of Yotei a little bit. And Chris Davis, you have played like roughly 12 hours of this game. Holy shit, this footage is dark.
Yeah, I tried to record an HDR and it would just decide to be in the middle of the night when that happened. So like, fuck.
We're still trying to actually hide the art from this game because
it looks so ugly.
They fired one of the artists because for reasons. So
because the main
paying our respects by
enough?
No, because of a Charlie Kirk joke. But
Oh
my god.
Yeah. So this very beautiful, visually
that.
beautiful game that we're talking about tonight, just know that one of the artists were fired for a joke.
Yeah, but do they know that their main actor is Antifa?
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 Oh, isn't Tifa? Oh, Antifa.
I hear she's the president of Antifa.
Yeah,
because it's very clearly an actual organization. Never mind. Let's move on.
This poor woman.
Hey, let's talk about the game.
She was in
here.
Dragon Age. Okay, so she like this, right? Right?
Yeah.
The actress who plays
Erika Ishii, yeah.
She was in Dragon Age, man. Like this poor woman. Just
Which character was she in Dragon Age?
Like she was the main character, or she was one of the main
female
characters.
Rook.
She was Rook, the female Rook.
Oh, then
the lady Rook.
Shit.
Yeah, she has gotten so much shit, like just from existing in this industry. This is probably like just she's probably used to it at this point. My God, horrible.
Well, so far she's a really good character. I'm really enjoying.
I like her a lot.
Yotei. I really, there's so many things that I really like with this game that I'm not certain exactly where to start. But where I would start is that this game wants you to take like the core path of Tsushima's like progression systems, and instead of making you wait dozens of hours to experience every one of those items, you have most of them off the start of the bat. You have your
Wait,
your,
like what are you referring to?
like
Oh,
your
you mean like
grappling hook, for
basic?
example. I mean, basic
Yeah.
traversal, but things like that. It doesn't. It no longer kind of directs you to go on a honor-bound confrontational or a stealth-based, assault way of going about fighting the enemy. It just encourages you to approach any situation as you see fit. And that feels pretty good in retrospect, because a lot of Tsushima, like especially the first like 10, 20 hours of the game, was here's a village, go there, do it this way.
Yeah, it's kind of letting you off the leash a little bit, which at least so far, and I am not that far either. I still feel like I'm more or less in the like what I would call like the prologue of the game, even though it's not necessarily accurate. But I do already get that sense of like feeling like I'm not feeling as much pressure to play the game in a certain way. It's teaching me all the different ways to tackle a situation, but I have not yet found a scenario in which it's like the only way I'm going to be able to pull this off is if I do it stealthily.
And it's also quicker to like, increase the level of threat. So the core loop of the game is that you're Atsu, you're out to avenge your parents who were killed when you were a teenager. You're hunting down the Yotei 6, and unlike Ghost of Tsushima, which was kind of like a linear narrative, like slow drive up north, up Tsushima, it's a hub and spoke world here, where you have to interact with the world, get clues about your targets, and then eventually you can go to those areas in a hub and spoke fashion to go explore a smaller version of the world of the central area.
It's a bit more organic in that sense. It's like it's like these targets that you're trying to take out are somewhere out in this world. You are going to find them by interacting with people and going to places and doing side quests and stuff and learning more about the world around you, which is pretty nice. Like I was like literally like just walking down a trail and I saw like a small group of people walking by, and I was like, this must. I first I assumed it was just like a merchant or something that I could like buy items from or whatever. So I walked up and talked to them, and it turns out they had like dialogue, and then you had an option to like, I'm going to ask them about the Yotei 6, see what they know. And then she just told me this random piece of information about one of the members of the Yotei 6, which was like a clue as to where I might look for more about her. And then I was like, okay, this is, instead of telling you explicitly where she is, it was just like, well, I heard they're really fond of this place or this thing or whatever. And then it's like, okay, well then maybe I should go check out that area and see where it takes me next. And you can tackle like at this point, I'm also running around the world feeling like it's almost too open at this point. I'm just like, my hand is not being held as tightly as it was in Tsushima. So I'm just kind of like, every time it kind of like lets me go, I'm like, well, where the fuck should I go? But everywhere I go, I find something, which I think is important.
Some haikus, bro. Go find some haikus.
I have not done any haikus yet.
There are no haikus in the game. There are no haikus.
What?
Atsu has her own thing. Instead of doing haikus, she paints landscapes. So you'll take your controller and you swipe across the touchpad in directional areas to do strokes of her brush against the canvas. And it's kind of cool. Yeah, I got to draw a heron with my finger.
This game is not offensive, right?
Offensive? No, I don't think
Okay.
so.
I mean, whatever.
It seems like you're trying to find a way to like make it offensive, like right off the bat. Like, what? Have you heard anybody say it's offensive?
No, I don't know. I'm
Was
asking.
the first game
like,
considered offensive?
Well, no, I mean, like I'm saying, like you're finding haikus, really. But I mean, is this whatever? It's fine.
Also,
I don't know
It's
which.
fine.
So
I roll my eyes at that stuff a little bit, but whatever. Yeah. Look,
another
I
strong.
played
This,
Act One of
this
my
is
first game
this
in
is a
LA.
part I really like about Yotei is that she has a second mechanic to her character in which she inherited from her mother's shamisen. It's basically a Japanese guitar,
Oh,
and that's incorporated directly into wind controls and exploration. So as you explore the map, you're learning new songs to play, new pieces, and that in turn directs the wind towards new things to find, like hot springs or vanity items, things like that. You literally are a wind waker with your shamisen discovering items in the world, which is kind of cool.
Wasn't there something like that in the first game? Like, didn't you have a flute or something?
There was, but it was not nearly as played up as this.
It wasn't as
as big of a component.
Yeah.
It was like a mini
like
game thing, right? Like the haikus.
Yeah, and the wind. I have not played with the guitar as much as Chris Davis has apparently. So I'm still kind of like trying to feel out like what its significance is in terms of mechanics or whatnot, because you can, when you like stop at a campsite, you can like choose to cook food, which will give you like random stat boosts and bonuses and perks that last for 24 hours. Or you can cook, or you can like sleep or whatever. But you can play the guitar. I haven't really done much of it yet. It'll start conversations with random people that sit at your camp and stuff, which is also kind of nice.
Yeah, it's cool how you'll just set up camp somewhere, and sometimes on a random trigger, like an NPC will show up, and it could be a hostile one. It could be like a merchant that wants to sell you stuff. It could just be a guy that can provide you hints about finding the Yotei 6. Like it's random things, and it feels cool to
and it doesn't
camp
always
every
happen
time.
too, which is nice.
No, it doesn't.
You know what the weirdest thing about this game to me is, and I don't recall this being a mechanic in the first game, but like when you get on your horse, to ride around the world, the camera pulls way back, which is nice, but like you literally, it had like all over the world, there's like paths of like patches of white flowers, and when you run through the white flowers, it gives you a boost, so you start running faster. So it starts to feel like you're playing like a racing game, trying to hit those like those speed boosts and stuff, like in Mario Kart or something, which is a little strange because I find myself like, it's like just drawing my attention to the fact that like all these random like white flower fields are arranged in such a way that it feels like a racetrack.
Yeah, it's a new mechanic, but
kind of odd.
To go along with that, by the way, when you are on horseback and you pick up like an item in the world, like a flower or a bamboo or something like that, it also gives you a speed boost. So it actively encourages you to hunt for resources when there are no flower paths to accelerate your horse, which is cool.
It's got cool bounties. Bounty hunting is a thing, which is
that
like,
is a really big thing in this. Really, that's how you get most of your money in the game.
Money and really interesting side quests and side characters and stories that get introduced through those bounties. You're also the source of bounty. Like when you go to the bounty board, you are one of the bounties.
Yes.
And I'm still trying to figure out, like, you're wandering around the world and you can find posters that are for you, and I'm like, am I just supposed to be tearing these down?
No. Okay, so let me explain this. I think Brad will think this is actually pretty cool. This organically happens the more stuff you do in the game. Your bounty and the description of you becomes more accurate. So you'll start finding more potential encounters.
The bounty listed for me was total bullshit. It said I poisoned the first member of the snake, the first member of the Yotei 6. I was like, I did no such thing. I'm not a bitch.
Yeah. But as you progress, like it becomes more accurate, more reflects you better. There's a higher bounty, which encourages more people to come after you. And when you actually, you may not have noticed this, Nick, but when you actually find one of your bounty posters and you take it, it completely refills your spirit.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, so it's like a boost to your character when you see, oh, I'm worth a little bit more this time. Haha.
That's pretty cool.
It is.
I still can't believe, Brad, you only played the like a little bit of the first game.
Oh, I played the first island or whatever, which is not a little bit necessarily. I did.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good chunk.
Most of the stuff. I mean, and I enjoyed it, but it's not really my style of game, I suppose.
That's fair. I mean, I've said this a lot of times about many other games, and this I feel like is another example of this in terms of like within the gaming industry, it's kind of the opposite of like films in a lot of ways, because like the first sequel to in a series in like video games is oftentimes like like a huge improvement, largely because they finally get like the budget and the support they need because they've proven themselves and stuff. And I feel like this is another example of that. This feels like like a pretty substantial step forward, and it feels less handholdy. It feels, so far anyways, to me, I'm not getting those like checklisty vibes that you might associate with a game like this, because it does feel very organic. I'm not spending a lot of time in menus, unless it's to like upgrade my character or change my outfits and stuff. I'm not spending a lot of time like looking at the map, deciding where to go, because it's like you can literally find shit everywhere.
It feels like this game was specifically designed for people that played Tsushima. Like, they're expecting you to have some inherent knowledge from the first game. So like, even from the tutorials perspective, it's like, it's showing you very basic stuff at the beginning of combat and when you first encounter things in a menu. But other than that, like, it's not training you. Like, it's just letting you go and figure it out.
Oh, and there's also like several, like when you find like important places in the map, you can trigger memories, and it'll literally let you like hold down like the touchpad, and so like it organically switches to like a flashback when you're like 10 years old or something, and you do a bunch of stuff in the story from when you're 10 years old, and it usually leads you to another place, and then it flashes back, and then you're back into your like present day or whatever, but you've moved to a different part of the map, and you can see like the progression. Like, I did a thing last night where I found this tree that had fallen over, and it reminded me of something where I was like chasing a rabbit when I was a child. So I flashed back as a child, and then I was like chasing this rabbit through this field, and I went up a hill under this thing, and there was this like old well, and then it's like you and your brother, and you're talking about how you think the well is haunted and all this stuff, and you were like trying to like, you thought there was something buried under the well, and then someone like interrupted you, and you ran off scared or whatever, and then it like flashes back all of a sudden to present day, and you're standing in front of that same well, but it's now overgrown with like vines and shit, so you can tell like a bunch of time has passed, but like it's giving you that knowledge, like, oh, I wonder if that thing that I thought was under the well is still here, so you can like dig it out. So like kind of like leading you to places and guiding you to things that, like, in a lot of cases, equipment, gear, stuff that's actually useful in combat and stuff, like in these like really kind of story driven organic ways, which I think is kind of nice.
And not to mention that, just that, but like the way it's pathing you towards activities, it feels like, especially in some areas in like the first, like the grasslands, it wants to cluster activities together almost organically. Like you'll follow a golden bird towards a nest that has an item for you, which happens to be like a couple trees over from a fox den. And then once you complete the fox activity, there's an alternate path in the opposite direction from that destination that leads me to a small enemy encampment where I can rescue some hostages and things like that. It flows interestingly. It's really good.
I mean, I think the first game did that pretty well too. But yeah, it's designed in such a way to like never let you get to a point where it's like, I don't know what to do, or I don't have any, there's nothing I can be doing. It literally is one of those games we talk about a lot where you're like, you kind of get into a rhythm, and you're like, well, I want to do this, and this, and I found this thing, and then that leads you to another thing. And then you realize, fuck, it's been like way longer than I had anticipated, and I don't want to put the controller down because I'm doing all these things. I'm making a lot of progress, and I like that. And just generally speaking, I'm finding the story a little bit more engaged. I know there's been some conversation about like PlayStation exclusives and being another game about like the nature of revenge or whatever, and that's true, I suppose. This does feel very like on brand, I think, um for PlayStation, because everyone talks about like God of War and The Last of Us, and this is definitely like the first game was kind of unique in that it was like trying to take your island back from uh these invaders, which was
Mongols.
which was a cool like driving force in this game. But this is a bit more straightforward in terms of like
Straight
touch
ass
points
revenge
for
story. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a revenge story, but it's actually it's done really well. So I don't find that to be something. It's one of those games, Crispy, that leans into a trope that I really like. You know what I mean? It does the tropey thing.
Yeah. Another
Pretty
cool thing I
well.
like is the cartography in this game. So in Tsushima, you had a general map that you kind of explored, and you could go to merchants to, upgrade your map and see more things. Well, the same general mechanic is here, but instead of just like giving you like a region's map of activities to do, you're given fragments of a map, of the overall map. And then to find out where those things actually are, you overlay the fragments on your main map to find out exactly where that thing is.
You have to use geographic landmarks to like fit your fragment into the existing map as like a puzzle piece. So you're like looking at like you could see like a river cuts through this fragment and it has this like unique like Y shape or whatever. So you have to like try and find that river on the map and then like place it just right so it lines up. And once you do that, then it like unlocks. Okay, you'll find this stuff in this area. So little things like that are nice.
I think it's.
And you can really pull. Cool. This is totally coming out of left field, I suppose. But like, I also love you can like, you can be disarmed or you can disarm enemies in combat, and then you can like grab their swords or their weapons out of the ground and like launch them at people.
Yes.
And that is very satisfying.
Oh, not just that. Like, there's a whole disarmament system now, but the enemy weapons that you can find that just in the previous games were just like uninteractable objects on like the ground or whatever. You can use that to break your enemy's defense, break shields, things like that. Like there's so many, it feels like even though I'm only a dozen hours in, there's so many more options for combat than there ever were in the first game. Like I only have another primary weapon, but they have this disarmament mechanic that enemies can pull off on you to knock your weapon out of your hand, and then they get more aggressive at you and come after you until you retrieve your weapon.
So you have to like circle around and try to avoid their attacks while trying to grab your weapon back up off the ground.
Yeah, it's no longer.
So it encourages you to get really good at parrying.
Yeah,
it encourages you to get really good at parrying and riposting and stuff,
yeah.
which is pretty par for the course for this genre. But like it means if you don't get good at those things, you're going to have a rough time because you're going to be continuously disarmed in combat, which is
absolutely. But like they swapped out like the stance system from Tsushima for new weapon types. So I now have a Yari, which is basically a bladed staff, which is cool. And they've already done like a bunch of different weapons trailers showing off all the different things you can collect in the game. And I can't wait to explore.
Yeah, I've barely scratched the surface. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still a long way to go in this game, but it's striking all the right chords, and it's fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not news to anybody. That first game was gorgeous. This game's gorgeous. I'm looking forward to playing more of it, but I still got a lot of Silksong to play.
True or false, Nick, you have taken no less than 100 photos at this point.
I have not actually taken many photos yet.
Because that photo mechanic is like, I'm just saying, that photo mechanic is perfectly set up to encourage stopping like every 20 minutes to take pictures.
Oh, believe me,
Y'all
I will.
Done the shampoo style music mode or whatever is in there. Yeah, Watanabe
No,
mode.
Is that what it's called? I didn't know which one it was because it gives you the option in the settings menu to switch to, Kurosawa mode and like 4 other ones. So no, I haven't tried that. I will
Dude.
try that. I am curious about that.
I've heard it's really good. I haven't tried it myself.
Oh, what are y'all doing?
I just the
don't
bass
know.
music is
Trying.
really fucking good. Like it just works.
Oh, is it? Yo,
It
link
is.
me a track.
There is
Yo, link me a track.
when you
I already know
are
what it sounds like.
when you go on
Fucking Sucker Punch's 4th grade knowledge of feudal Japan, haikus and shit. I know exactly what that music sounds like.
bitch, shut the fuck up for a second. Okay, when you find a wolf den and you chase after it to go on its little mini quest, the music fucking picks up, and you got the shamisen playing, and it's playing the orchestral rising going along with it as you're going through this chase sequence.
The orchestral
and it
rising.
This ain't
feels
gonna
fucking
impress
good.
Brad.
It's not. It's not.
This is not what Brad wants to hear, but
No, of course it's not.
Man.
it is what it is. It is what it is. It's a good soundtrack, but
It is.
we'll try out your Watanabe mode, Brad, and report back. But
No, Wall Carl, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm worried that Sucker Punch's take on it is gonna be exactly what I think.
that seems unfair to me, Brad, because it like that first game
I'm
especially
saying
like
this based on what I played in the first game, which
I think
admittedly
is
a well
crazy.
put together, polished game, but it is still like a
I think it's crazy.
okay.
But whatever.
I mean,
You're crazy, man.
I don't think it's crazy. I
think you're
but
wrong.
whatever.
Anyways,
I think you're wrong, and
we'll talk about it.
The reason I'm easing up is because I hear this was a very like popular and respected game in Japan, so I guess they nailed some aspects.
Oh, by the way, fire propagates now.
Yes.
Which I found that out the hard way the other day because it didn't do that in the first game, if I recall. And I was sneaking through some grass, and somebody lobbed a thing of like an exploding fireball into the grass, and suddenly I was on fire, and the whole field I was in was on fire. And yeah, it's
Which direction did you go in when you decided to go after one of the Yotei 6?
Oh, I remember somebody in our Discord, I don't remember who it was. Somebody in our Discord said that they've been playing this game for 30 hours and they still have only taken out one of the Yotei 6. So like,
well, you literally kill one of the Yotei 6 in the prologue. So
exactly. Like, so it is very Prince of the Universe seems to think it was him. So it's very possible to play this game for a very long time before finding yourself in the path of one of the other Yotei 6. So like,
okay, then
that's
do me
kind
a
of
favor.
how I intend to play. I'm not going to be like aiming in any direction and going for it. I'm trying to do this as organically as possible, and that's the experience I want to have and see. Yeah. So who knows what's going to happen.
I just want you to try something for me. Don't take the north path. I'm trying that. Try going in any other direction, because I think it's all viable. It just depends on how you want to go.
I go where the wind takes me, but I'll try to avoid the north path.
I'm just saying there's a critical story moment that happens if you go north that I want to see if it's organically repeated when you go in the other directions for the first time.
Half the time, I don't know what direction I'm going in, but I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah. Okay.
By the way, showdowns like standoffs or what do you call them?
Awesome.
They're still badass. They're still
and when you have the wolf with you. That's so cool. Oh, and how you can upgrade your wolf.
This game's pretty good. We'll talk more about it in the coming weeks.
Can I ask you though, like, is it like
yes?
Is it like more like comfort food, or is this like, oh, this is just my game of the year?
Well, no. Well, listen, first of all,
I know you're early,
right? I mean, there's a good chance this will end up in my top 10. Is it going to be my game of the year in a year with fucking Silk Song and Kingdom Come Deliverance and Claire Obscure? Probably not. But it could be fated for my number 9 spot, Brad.
And Hades too.
And Hades.
This would never be a number 9 for you. This would be a number 7. Don't fuck around.
I hate you so much. But it could very well end up on my list. But yeah, I mean, I'm literally playing Silk Song right now, which is just fucking.
Hey,
I'm
you
bouncing
know,
between Silk Song and Silent Hill F, which are both stressful for different reasons. So this is quite literally my comfort food at the moment. It brings me down after a day of after days of like beating my head against a wall in Silk Song or freaking myself out in Silent Hill. It's like the thing that I come back to that like resets my nerves.
you know what
So I
game
like that.
could be on your top? Also, well, another game that could be on your top 10 list this year,
What's
Nick?
that? Is it the
Consume
other game?
Me.
Yeah, it could be. That was good.
Yeah, tell me true.
I
Tell me true,
looked this
Nick.
up today. I had never heard of this game. Oh, you're going to tell me it was featured on Trailer Talk, aren't you?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not even going to tell you it was.
I know. I just told
Our
myself.
playlist would have ended with Consume Me, but we stopped right before it.
Well,
mean
the good
tonight?
news is I have footage. So you could just watch
look
my
at that.
footage
Did
to know
Brad
what
freeze?
Consuming looks
Okay.
like, or the multiple times it's been featured on Trailer Talk. Did I freeze? Am I here? Hello?
You did.
Can
You're
you
good.
hear
You're
me?
good.
You're good.
I can.
I've been playing some Consume Me. Are you winner of the Seamus McNally prize at the Independent Game Festival this year? And 5 other nominations, and actually it won 4 awards. This was the most nominated and the most awarded game at the IGF this year. Did you know that?
I did not.
Also, I found out that this is an autobiographical game about a young lady as she was a teenager and struggling with life and, an eating disorder. I mean, but like this. So here's the thing. This is a very funny. It's incredibly funny, incredibly charming. It is a WarioWare-esque like mini game, like life sim. That's incredibly well put together. And like it looks great, like amazing animations, and again, legitimately funny. I think one of the funnier games I've played in quite a while. Um uh
Brad's malfunction.
yeah. No, I'm
He's
watching the
short-circuiting.
footage. I'm watching the footage now and I'm thinking. But well, there is no but. Like the game is great. I don't know. I have talked about this before. I'm trying to think. I played a demo of this earlier this year, and I'm trying to recall. Like, did I actually not talk about that on the podcast? I think I might not have because I was worried. I didn't want anybody to like pick this up in like Fantasy Critic or something. And maybe that's why I didn't talk about the demo. I probably just ran out of time. I don't think that hasn't stopped me in the past. Like I talked about Absolum, and I was really hoping nobody would pick that up. And no one did, thankfully. Got scored today. It's doing quite well. But yeah, Consume Me. So it's kind of structured like a like it's like Persona meets WarioWare, and I say Persona because it has like a very like timing it's a schedule based structure, and like you have a lot of like options as to what you want to do during that day, whether you want to spend some time studying or spend some time walking the dog or spend some time doing your chores, or of course spend some time working out, because every day you have like a like a bite par that you're trying to be under, like you're trying to not consume too many calories because you're dieting, because that's just what she was doing in her life. This is Tim Rogers' wife. That's the thing that I learned the other day that like blew my mind. Yeah.
Cool.
I was like, Skylar, I think Skylar in chat said, yeah, I was watching Tim Rogers like stream, and he just mentioned like, oh yeah, my wife just won all the awards at the IGF, and that's how he found out that's who this was, which surprised the shit out of me. But yeah, struggling with the eating disorder. So, but like, here's the thing: the vibe of this game is so like colorful and funny, but like, it's not hard to realize that like she obviously has a very toxic relationship with not just food, but like, you have all these like checklists and stuff, and you're trying to like accomplish so many things, and and since it's a Persona style thing, you only have so much time in a day to do these things. But it's like a meter management game. You have happiness, you have like your stomach meter, you have your energy meter, and you're balancing all this with various tasks. But you could also like you also have money. That's one of your meters. You can spend your money buying a coffee, and that'll get you an extra pip of time for that day to complete one of those tasks because you're trying to fill out these checklists, because there are fail states in this game. And I've sort of just encountered my first one playing this game recently, where I had a checklist of I have to go on 3 dates with my boyfriend. I have to finish all of my summer reading. I have to, of course, stay below my calorie par each day. You are forced, to go through like the meal mini game at the start of every day, essentially, because that's just those are your goals. And I got to the end of the week and I did not complete my goals, and it was like game over. Like you failed a fucking your
You failed at
time.
life.
No, like in Persona, you didn't complete like the dungeon in time or whatever, and it's like
Yeah.
I had the choice of like restarting the week or like trying to restart the day, and like it made my and because I failed at my goals, all of a sudden I'm like, okay, I need to work out some more. I need to like buy coffee instead of like, getting new outfits, because you get bonuses for like doing, good at the mini games. Instead of like new outfits, maybe I need to be thinking like of like different tasks I can do to like min max my, you know, this shit that I'm going through right now. Otherwise, I'm not going to like accomplish my goals. I will say like the mini games are actually like clever and funny. Like this is the studying mini game where you're desperately trying to keep your vision on the book, and it's like straying around, and there's like bubbles of
Yeah.
like with like food and boys like flying in, and if your vision hits one of those, like it like stuns you and you can't like get that much studying in. But like
We've all been there.
it's all light and breezy until you realize like, no, I actually have to accomplish this, and the only way I'm going to accomplish this is to like start like doing it, and like it's not like the message is obvious, but like the reason I think it works is because it's so like ingrained.
What's the message, Brad? What's the message?
In the well, the message is not, I mean, it's like a coming of age story, and it's like it's a point in her life where she wasn't making like very smart decisions, I guess, or wasn't making like great healthy decisions, and she ended up with a fucking eating disorder or whatever, right? Yeah, but like since the systems and like your meters and like the mini games are so like you're achieving this feeling through like the gameplay, and it's not just like a story being told. Like it's a well-made video game that's fun to play, and it's funny, and it's like I am now stressed about every little thing I'm doing in the day. And like it's heartbreaking too, because it's like you have to, your boyfriend wants to go eat pizza, and it's like I think I have to tell him no, because that's going to put me way over my calorie intake for the day, and
Yeah.
I think I'm going to lose if I do that. But I also have to go on like so many dates. So like I think maybe I need to reload this week and like instead spend all of my time like working out. And literally you can spend your money on like health food at the store to make like and they're kind of like bonus like Tetris pieces for the
Oh,
food
yeah,
mini
yeah.
game. Because like what happens is you have food that goes on this Tetris mini game, and like the pieces become harder to fit together, right? And like the healthier food are like the smaller pieces that are easy to fit in, but then like a cookie will show up, and it's like, well, the only thing that's going to fit on my plate is this cookie. And sometimes your dog shows up and you can like give it to the dog as like a way to get another piece. But if you give like the wrong piece of food to the dog, all of a sudden you got a fucking cookie, and I'm like, well, I'm starving and my stomach meter is not very high. And I mean, it's kind of stressful. It's just stressful, even though it's
It
like
sounds
delightful
stressful.
and funny, but it's stressful. And it's like, I don't know. That's like everything about this game for me so far is working. And I think it's a gem. I think more people, like, it's a shame that this game came out in the month that Silk Song and Hades 2 came out. And I know that's what every probably other indie game is dealing with right now. But like it sucks that this like award winning, like the competition at the IGF, like games like Balatro and UFO 50 and like all of those like incredibly highly rated like blueprints, like these were the games that were also nominated with this game, and it cleaned up at the IGF. So to see
Damn.
like this game being like so ignored right now, because I mean, usually I'm all doom and gloom, like, oh, like I was with Q Games earlier doing trailer talk, or the fucking state of indie games. But like, it's an understatement this month. It's like not even, it was unfair, comically so. Of course, every indie game was going to get buried, but it's a shame because this one is like, I mean, it's wonderful. It's delightful. It's in my Steam library. Y'all should play it. It's really good.
Maybe it'll pick up some steam as
It
we get further away from some of these
I
like
think
major releases.
you get into like award season and stuff. Like I think this game isn't going to be ignored all year long or anything. I think eventually people are going to get done with these like must play, like best game of all time indie game drops that just happened. And people are going to get around to it. And I hope they do, because it's like super cool. And like, I can't stress enough, like all like the music's amazing. Visually, I think this game is like really, really captures the look. There are like little like story vignettes that are like really clever, like visually, but also like the way you interact with them. Like on your first day, like you wake up, you have to like hit the button to like turn off your phone. You have to like drag the covers down, and there's like this whole like montage of like getting up through like mini games. But like later on in the game, at the beginning, it just like speeds all of that up. You're still going through all the steps, but it just like hyper fast forwards through it. Like there's a lot of really cool visual things that this game is doing with the art and animations that I can't stress enough. Y'all should check out. There is a demo for this game. I think maybe it's not available.
We are in the midst
actually.
of. I mean, we are in the midst of. What's it called?
I have this like a 1 in 10 chance to convince my mother that I did my fucking summer reading, and I just landed on the one spot just from like this fucking Wheel of Fortune mini game, and all of a sudden, well, I guess I don't get to go out tonight because I didn't convince my mom. It's such bullshit. So out of spite, I did goof off. Like, I don't know if you could see this option. Like, you could literally, instead of studying, choose an option that says goof off, and you don't get any of your, like, you don't get any
Hell yeah.
benefit from it. And you waste your time thing. And I'm just staring at this, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck my mom. And I picked goof off. And it didn't even benefit me. I was just pissed at my mom. And it's funny because like they do a lot of visual gags. Like that visual gag is like literally you hit the button to like raise your phone, and I'm like, what's happening? And I lowered it down, and like the clock behind her just went like from like, like hours passed because I don't know, she was on TikTok or whatever, and that's fucking what happens. Like you just lose time.
We've all been there too. Am
Also,
I right?
I fucking hate my boyfriend in this game. I don't know what's gonna happen, but
you should dump him. Can you do that?
Well, no, I don't think so. I think I'll lose the game. This is autobiographical. I don't think I could just choose who I want to be in a relationship with.
That's fair. That's fair.
But whatever. It's cool. It's called Consume Me. Play it, try it. It's super neat.
Cool.
Wait, watch. I'm about to wake up. Whoa. You choose your outfit? Like, whatever. Just fucking move on. Assholes.
What do you want me to say? I'm looking at the footage. You told me to look. I'm looking.
Yeah,
at the footage.
fucking Yotei. It's the fucking wind, and fuck you, bitch. Have you even played Wind Waker, Chris Davis? Have you even played?
I don't even know why you're so upset.
I want to know.
Now.
This motherfucker says it's like Wind Waker, and classic Chris Davis. I bet this motherfucker's never played Wind Waker.
Fuck you, I have.
Okay. I was just sure.
To
there's a lot of like.
Okay. I even tolerated that fucking stupid Triforce fishing thing you had to do at the very end.
That's why you play the Wii U version now.
It is a lot better in the remaster that they did.
Well, I did
which
not
is
have access
still
to that.
trapped on that godforsaken system.
Is it? I still
Yeah.
got my Wii U. That's cool.
I mean, I have my
That's
Wii U
right.
too. Do you know why I kept my Wii U? Because that's the only way I'm ever going to be able to play Wind Waker HD on it. God damn.
Unless you
Anyways,
emulate it.
At least Prince of the Universe is playing it. What you think, Prince?
wait, what?
He's playing Consume Me, I think.
Are you,
Unless
no, he's
that
playing
message
Yotei.
was from like 8 years ago.
He's talking about Yotei. He's literally playing Yotei right now.
That's just an old chat. Didn't they used to have like the times on there? You could see when do they auto turn that off for people with
No,
slow
I can see
chats
it.
so they're not
I can see it
sad?
just fine.
You can see the time. Why can't I see the time?
Well,
because
like a
you're.
setting?
Just get good, buddy.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
Maybe it's a setting I turned off for like so I stopped taking psych damage during a stream.
Yeah.
Prince of the Universe, maybe you should play Consume Me because you play everything. You guys
He
fucking
does.
suck.
He does.
Ghost of Yotei. Everyone's
Dude,
playing
I
that
don't
shit
know.
right now.
You are getting unnecessarily defensive.
Well, no, now
about
it's
something
Battlefield.
that-
I'm saying like we went from Silksong to Hades to Yotei to Battlefield. Like no one is going to like play any of these smaller games, and it's sad.
But you say that like
all you watch is Marvel movies. No, that's not what I'm implying. I'm just saying it's unfair for the tiny games right now, more
it
so
is
than
unfair.
it usually is.
It is 100% unfair, but you're taking that out on us for some reason. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, taking it out
come
on you're
on.
part of the world, right? I'm taking it out on everybody, so don't take it personally. You all suck. But
Says
you don't suck. Y'all don't.
Says the guy who has finished Silksong and I don't know, maybe finished Hades 2. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I finished runs in Hades, but like it's definitely more complicated getting the true ending versus just beating Hades 10 times, like in the last game. But yeah, I also been playing a lot of FFT.
You know what? Consume Me looks pretty cool. I apologize if I'm not going to be able to find time to play it at the moment, but it does look neat. You son of a bitch.
It's only those words. See, like Chris Davis is like, yeah, well, whatever. Clearly, I'm never going to play that, and I respect it, man. I respect the look in his eyes. That's the thing.
But you don't respect the look in my eyes.
Yeah, because you want to spin me a fib, you know.
I'm
yeah,
not
look at her, right, Mike.
I didn't say. Hey,
interesting.
I didn't.
And I don't know. Crispy's probably playing Magic the Gathering or something. I don't even know what's going on with him.
I'm playing Hades 1.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck
you
bitch.
I have the Tactics Remaster installed on my PS5 in there.
Bitch, I'm talking about Consume Me.
Why didn't you buy it on Steam, you son of a bitch?
I did. I fucking
No,
did.
not you. I don't care about that. I'm talking about Chris Davis. Why did nobody buy Final Fantasy Tactics on Steam?
We've moved on from Tactics. I don't actually care. That's the thing. I'm not like trying to convince people to play FFT anymore.
You're acting like you care.
No,
acting like you care.
FFT is fine. You know, like y'all aren't going to be the difference between whether we get a FF Tactics 2 or not. You know, it's like
we did get a Final Fantasy Tactics 2.
Okay, I'll literally kill you. Shut the fuck up. There's not been a Final Fantasy Tactics 2. Don't say that.
But the snowball fight.
There was Advance, yeah.
That's not.
All
that's
right,
not what
guys.
that is.
Let's take this bitch home. It's time to wrap up with the 4-player minute. Deliver our final thoughts for the night. Brad.
I don't have a final thought. My final thought is you know, maybe look into that Absalom game if you're not gonna play Consume Me, because there's other cool stuff. I do feel bad. Like that is a game that legitimately inspired by Hades. It's the like Hades inspired beat 'em up roguelike. For it to have Hades 2 dumped on it is so unfortunate.
Unfair.
I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine, right? Like more so than like Consume Me or anything. You know, there are multi-thousands of people playing it right now, but like it does feel bad because like all of the people playing Hades 2 right now would have probably have loved to have tried that game, but they're still playing Hades 2. Let me tell you, it is easy to lose time playing Hades 2. It is so hard when you finish a run not to immediately want to go out again because I'm sure you've unlocked something good, right? Or you've we talked about Hades 2 last week. It's really good, obviously. It's really addictive.
Obviously, yes.
Like in I don't think this has ever happened in such a way before where I have so many games that I'm enjoying so much playing right now on between my Steam Deck and my Switch 2 that I'll just turn it on. I don't even know which game it is, but I'll be like, I think I'm gonna play some Hades 2. And I turn it on and I'm like, oh, Tactics is on. And then I'll like play that instead. Like, for my like my entire time, my intention was to play Hades 2, and it's like, oh well, this game's amazing. So I just like play this like for like a couple hours, right? Or like the opposite. We're like, oh, I want to get back into Final Fantasy Tactics. And I'll be like, oh, I forgot Hades was on. And then I'm just like playing that. Like I'm literally just like the stuff I'm surrounded by is so good that if it just enters my view, I'll just be like sucked into it. Like I'm not even thinking about it. Like I have no plan. I'm just like, oh, this is what's on the screen. Let's fucking go. I mean, I'm like that with like Slay the Spire as well, but
it speaks volumes about
the quality of this year. This
insane.
year, I think, in my opinion, for my tastes,
might be goated.
2023. I think 2023 is famously overrated. Baldur's Gate was great. Tears of the Kingdom was great. Let's not get crazy. But yeah, that's it. That's my final thought.
Thank you. Crispy, what are your final thoughts for the
Mina the Hollower got delayed too. Fuck everything,
so
man.
close.
And I'm not just talking about my fantasy league and on the Fantasy Critic Discord, which really wanted Mina the Hollower to come out. Let me tell you, I can't replace it. But that was also one of my most anticipated games.
It only got pushed a short amount of time, though. It's still coming out this year, right?
Let me tell you, we've been talking about it over in that Fantasy Critic Discord. They were very vague about what the fuck that means. Also, a lot of receipts in the past. Yacht Club, famous for delays. Not even that. Receipts of like, oh, it's only going to be a few weeks, and boom, it's actually a few months. Them literally saying a few weeks becoming a few months. So like they said, well, it's not going to take like it's not a long delay. Jason Schreier wrote an article for Bloomberg about Hades. I mean, about Mina the Hollower and talking to Yacht Club and whatnot. And out of that article, they said it's not going to be what is the line? Not going to be more than a few months, or which people are like trying to like figure out what that means. And technically, it does mean that it could be less than a few months, but you don't really use that turn of phrase if you don't mean also.
They gave themselves some wiggle room.
A few months. To me, I'll tell you what. Like this smells
very non-committal.
It smells like a late January release, maybe like first week of February. But I just literally what I'm smelling with this one. There's no way it comes out this year. It was slated to come out October 31st. You don't do a delay into like the holiday season and actually like if your goal is breathing room, you don't crunch through the holidays, right? Like there's no way. It's going to be like January. So
you're probably right.
It sucks,
all right,
but yeah.
For real this time. Crispy, final thoughts.
I've been playing Hades 1, and I realized that I hadn't played as much of that as I thought I had. And I'm kind of like, I feel like I like maxed out the mirror and everything and was like, I don't know how much more room I have. And then I just started discovering all these new mechanics and started using Titan blood and stuff and realized, oh yeah, I haven't really even started the game. So it's going to be a long time until I get to Hades 2.
But are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a lot of fun. It's sick. It's really good.
Sweet.
Of course, but you don't need me to tell you that. Everyone knows Hades is good.
Tis true.
Now I agree. And what else? Oh my god. I'll tell you this. I had blood drawn yesterday. Went to the doctor, got some blood tests. And you know, they do that thing where they put the needle in your arm and then they have the tubes and they fill the tubes up, right?
Yep.
So
That's
the
how that
lady's
works.
filling up the tube. She pops it out. She pops the second tube in. My blood isn't coming right away. Like, we're kind of waiting for it to fill up. And then I start thinking like, oh, they tell you you're supposed to like eat before you come through this,
Oh
right?
no!
And then I was like, oh no. And she's like, before we started, she was like, you're
Well,
good with getting your blood drawn, right? And I'm like, yeah, totally. And she's like, you've never passed out or anything. And I'm like, I've never passed out when I've had my blood drawn. And I was like, but who knows? Maybe I'll find something different. Maybe I'll learn something new about myself today. When the second tube started going and I was like, oh, I should have eaten something. That's when I like felt my temperature dropping and I felt it going and I was like, oh wow, you really miss that blood once it's gone. And and the next thing I know, I feel like I slept for 1,000 years. And then like I woke up, she's like in my face, like, sir, are you okay? Sir, are you okay? And I like like do this, and I know I don't know how I know, but I know I can feel it that I gave her the most like frightened look I've ever given another human being in my life. Like absolute horror, and it took me a good minute to really like even remember that I was in a doctor's office or what had happened or why I was asleep.
Damn.
And then I was like, I fell asleep. They're gonna think I'm on drugs or something. What the fuck? Like, and yeah, I don't know. I think my life flashed before my eyes. I think I like went somewhere and then
Maybe-
came back.
Damn.
Maybe you
Like, it
saw heaven, and now you can
it
tell the
was
story.
crazy. It was crazy.
That's
I've
bananas.
only,
You know,
I've
technically,
only
you don't.
fainted like that twice in my life.
Damn, I've never fainted like that once in my life. You know, I'm trying to think. Like, you're talking about that, and I'm like, so my wife and I occasionally go and donate blood. And we specifically time it so that we go at like 11:30 or noon, and then as soon as we're done, we walk across the parking lot and eat tacos. So like we don't eat
Yeah,
before.
but did you eat breakfast that day?
Probably, but we also just chug lots of water. I think, I don't know.
Yeah,
But
I didn't really do
we-
that. I slept for like 4 or 5 hours, woke up, was running late, drove straight there, and then they started drawing my
Yeah.
blood. So, I mean, I absolutely set myself up for failure. But yeah, that was a real moment. Like, that's the closest thing. That's the closest feeling to dying I've ever experienced. It's like, oh, that's what
Damn.
it's like to bleed out. Like, that's crazy.
Jesus. Well, I'm glad you're okay. Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah, I mean, whatever. But like, yeah, it was.
Next
freaking-
time, have a Satsuma before you go. bro.
Yeah. I learned a lesson.
Damn. Chris Davis, what you got
Hi.
for us?
Probably
Can you
food
top-
poisoning was.
Can you
Food poisoning is
top
probably
that?
the closest I've ever felt to dying. Probably not fainting, but
Are you asking me if
I
I
almost
can
passed
complete this
out.
in less than a minute?
I almost passed out of
No.
of heat exhaustion at a concert once,
Oh,
and I had to crowd surf out of the crowd to get water.
take
yeah,
this
that-
man
that-
to the water.
that was the closest. I was literally starting to feel like I was losing consciousness, and I chugged I paid like $15 for a huge bottle of water and just chugged the whole thing. Yeah, that might be the closest I've come.
Crazy.
Sorry, Chris Davis, what's the closest you've come to die?
Oh,
I'm just kidding. You don't have to tell that story if you don't want to. You can just give
Oh,
us your
no,
final
I
thoughts if you'd
was-
like.
I was nearly mauled to death by a dog once. yeah.
Holy shit! That's
pissed off
No.
dog.
I was like 8 or 9 years old. I was walking over to a friend's house who was a couple blocks away, and there was this dog that clearly had mange that started growling at me.
Oh, mange.
And there were no adults around, so I froze up, and luckily the thing just walked away. But yeah,
What?
I realized,
You didn't even
oh,
get attacked?
I got
I thought the
really.
dog at least attacked you.
The thing got within 4 feet of me and was growling, and I think it was foaming at the mouth, buddy. I got
Okay.
really
A growling
close.
dog was not the closest you were to death.
Okay,
My whole
a month
life
and a
flashed
half ago,
before
I
my
nearly
I thought the thing
walked
had
on a
your neck or
rattlesnake.
something.
I nearly walked on a
Okay, well,
rattlesnake.
that's closer than a growling
That's
dog.
pretty good.
I mean,
Yeah,
at least you
that's.
could die from a rattlesnake bite, maybe.
Well, you could die from a.
Yeah, but the dog was growling. A lot of dogs growl.
Yeah, especially when they're rabid and they are not in their right mind.
You
Yeah.
don't know that dog was rabid.
Hey, real
I
quick,
have an
you'll
8-year-old, and he's stupid. Okay, you were probably stupid.
We're all stupid when we're at that age.
Yes,
That's. I believe that's the point.
As far as my 4-player minute, I'm splitting in half. First off, in the latest in my series of So You're Telling Me There's a Chance, Machine Games has posted a social media thing today, 15th anniversary of their studio, which has cover images for the 5 games that they developed since their thing, and there's a 6th box with a question mark on it. All the other games other than Indiana Jones are Wolfenstein games. I'm like,
don't you know Machine Games was canceled, Chris Davis?
Brad, shut up. Go away. I need to defeat Mecha Hitler. I need that before I die. Okay?
That's just not cool anymore, man. It's just not cool anymore.
Hating on Nazis is not cool anymore?
Didn't Ubisoft cancel their Reconstruction era Assassin's Creed game? Was that was in the news, right? I didn't.
Yeah, that was Ubisoft, and that was absurd.
They had like a post-Civil War.
Yeah, about hunting
they
down
lost
Ku Klux
their
Klan
nerve.
members. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What the
Man,
fuck
I
is
would
going
have
on?
been all over that.
In much happier than that news, season 2 of Trigun just got its first trailer today, and Meryl and Millie are in it, and that is such a delightful thing to see.
Trigun?
Season 2 of Trigun?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a remake of
Like a
Trigun. Were they not
30-year-old
in the first remake?
fucking show.
No, Meryl and Millie were
They
not
did a
in the
remake
first
like
season.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Wait, is it live action?
No, it's a CG anime thing. It actually looks really good.
Wait,
Oh.
it's a remake of Trigun, and this is a season.
It's like a re-adaptation of it.
It's an adaptation of the original novel series, the mangas. So
it's like a
more
different show. It's not like a fucking Trigun Kai or whatever.
No.
Like it's a new show, a new anime.
Yeah, this is season 2 to a new show.
Okay, I thought you were saying there's like more Trigun.
Well, like the original anime,
90s
like that's
yeah,
done.
like 90s Trigun.
Yeah, like that did get a sequel movie like 15 years later, but no. No, I just posted the trailer the poster art in chat, and
is it supposed to be good?
Yeah, it's supposed to be really good. I need to.
I didn't even know this existed.
Does kind of look like Trigun. I mean, not the same, but
yeah. I mean, Wolfwood looks like Wolfwood. Millie looks like Millie, except for the coat. So, anyway, I'm very excited that comes out in January. So, I need to get caught up on season 1 so I can watch season 2. That's it for me.
Cool. My 4-player minute, I'll keep it brief. It's just I'm kind of all over the place this month. Just in terms of like,
you mean this year, dude? This has been your vibe all year.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm just saying October's pretty crazy. Like I'm playing a lot of exciting games. Like I'm coming up on the end of. I'm hopefully going to finish Act 3 of Silksong this weekend, but I'm not holding my breath. We'll see how hard that wall is that's inevitably coming. But it feels crazy. Like, I'm playing a new Silent Hill game, which still feels really, really crazy to me. And I'm enjoying it a lot. And I'm hoping I can kind of refocus on that once Silksong is donezo. But I'm getting in spooky season mode. I'm watching a lot of horror movies. I went to the Scream movie party and just remembered how much I fucking love that series, especially that first movie. Had a great time. Jam into the new Taylor album. Dexter season 2 was announced just yesterday.
What is that even
or
mean?
Made official?
Season two.
It was greenlit. It was officially greenlit, which we knew was probably coming, but they waited. It was like 35 days after the finale aired for them to confirm it. But it is official. It is coming, and that is super exciting.
Can they not find a way to bring back Dokes?
I mean, you mean like
want
to
Dokes.
life? To life?
I mean, whatever, dude. Just make some shit up. That show can get silly.
Dude, they were going to feature a young version of Dokes in Original Sin.
No.
And that is not happening anymore.
I want that Dokes. I want Dokes.
I mean, sure. I mean, there was a Dokes cameo in the first season. It was brief, but
that's not
was
even a cameo, dude.
Sure it was. But man, I'm excited. I'm living my best life. There's lots of things to be excited about right now, and I'm hoping I can successfully watch. I think I'm going to watch the original Psycho tomorrow for the first time.
Okay.
From start to finish.
I have a feeling you're not going to be too impressed by Psycho.
I didn't say I'm gonna. I didn't necessarily. I'm not. Look, I'm not expecting it to like. I'm expecting to be like impressed just as from like a filmmaking perspective. I don't expect it's going to shock me. So I did watch the first couple episodes of that Ed Gein show on Netflix.
Oh, I heard that's no good.
I mean, it's not my favorite so far.
Well, watch Chainsaw Massacre, man.
But like what's interesting about that is that they recontextualize the story of Ed Gein and framed the whole series kind of around the impact he had on like horror, like the horror genre, and like how he influenced the making of Psycho and like Texas Chainsaw Massacre and stuff. And like, I'm sure this must have been played up a bit, but like it got me thinking about Psycho even more because like they actually show the first screening of Psycho like in a theater for a public audience in that show, and it's like people, like women going into labor and people throwing up in the aisles and running out of the theater and stuff. And I was like, that's got to be exaggerated, right? That can't be like, it wasn't that shocking.
It's an old movie, Nick.
But it was in the 19. Yeah, it was a very old movie. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to watching it for the first time. All the way through. I have seen the shower scene because I did take a film history class in college where we did watch that. But I haven't seen anything outside of that. So I'm looking forward to.
That's not true. You've probably seen the final scene of that movie.
It's kind of funny that they did the shower scene for a film history class instead of just watching the whole movie.
I don't remember. I mean, I don't think there.
You didn't watch any whole movies in that class?
I don't think so.
Dude, that's crazy. That's
weird. I could be wrong. It's been a long time.
It's an intro level course, probably.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like I wasn't like majoring in the subject or anything. It was probably like intro to film history or something. I don't know. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. It's crazy time. What a time to be alive. Yeah. Fucking all kinds of shit to be excited about. So, anyways, again, guys, apologies for the late recording this week. It's just been kind of hard to schedule, and but for those of y'all who turned up on a Friday night to listen to us, talk about video games again, we appreciate it. We'll be back next week to talk about more video games and hopefully more spooky stuff. And yeah, you can find all of our podcasts on your preferred podcast service or on 4playernetwork.com. We hope you'll join us in Discord at discord.gg/4player. And yeah, stay tuned. We'll let everybody know when we're recording next week. I could be wrong. Crispy, maybe we might be talking there. We might be needing to like rediscuss our recording schedule in the future. Possibly.
Yeah, we probably have about 2 more weeks before that becomes a thing.
Okay. All right. So our podcast night might shift again in the not too distant future, but we'll let everybody know. We'll have those conversations and keep y'all posted. And if you want to stay on top of it, of course, again, Discord's the most important place to be. But in the meantime, guys, until we see you again, be good to each other, play video games, and good night.
I haven't touched Title Update 3, Crispy. I can't.
I haven't either.
But like,
y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
I know.
But it's only because Omega is like a multiplayer boss fight essentially, and I don't really do that.
Fuck with that.
Also, I play Lance, and ain't no way I'm gonna solo that thing with the fucking Lance. So I don't know.
I mean, I don't. Shit out. People were saying that it was better to do the NPC support hunters than
Is that like serious?
multiplayer.
Like you can actually get reasonable
I
clear
don't
time
know.
doing that?
I think because
like
of
it's
all
the same amount of hit
mechanics,
points, and I'm pretty sure the support hunters don't actually do a lot of damage.
I think it's just because they don't get killed by the mechanics quite as easily as.
But I still have to do the DPS of like 4 human
Oh
players.
yeah, for sure. You're gonna be chipping at it. Yeah.
But have you seen? I want that sword and
stuff
shield. I
leaving?
want the sword. I want the sword and shield. What?
Is that stuff leaving?
Well, we're about to get the seasonal event anyways. I think so. It's going to be around probably through that.
Wait, what is the sword and shield from that?
Dude, the sword and shield looks so sick.
Is
I
it
don't
Final
know what
Fantasy?
it is. Well, yeah. It's from the Omega fight. It just looks cool. I want to get its skin. I want its skin.
That's not creepy at all.
I don't know if
puts
the
the
actual
lotion
sword
in
and
the
shield is any
basket.
good, but I like the way it looks.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of pretty anime.
I like the shield.
Yeah, and then you got the fucking Omega armor. They have the Dark Knight set for Greatsword. Greatsword gets the fucking Dark Knight relic weapon. That's cool. Man, whatever. I'll get to it. I'll get to it when I get to it.
A lot going.
Any other inspired
that's a pretty
horror
cool
movie
shirt.
recommendations, guys?
That is a really good shirt.
Zoo's about to blow you the fuck up, dude.
Yeah.
Huh?
The shirt I just linked in there.
On the back.
Wow, that's cool. Actually, I like that.
Dude, but like, can
That's
we get
badass.
a color version of
somebody? We should
this
order
shirt?
that for Nolan.
Oh,
I was what's saying.
Or order it for me.
It's a
Nolan.
Japanese XL max size, man. You're like a triple X.
What? Excuse me?
Dang.
Dude,
excuse me?
I have a smaller stature than you, and I can't fit an XL with the Japanese sizing. So,
okay, that's not what I'm talking about.
On you, it's gonna be a
just called
tube top. It's only black and white.
I'm talking about the part where you
Just
could have
Reggie's
said 2x, but you went to 3x. That's the part I was referring to.
He just skipped right over the 2.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not going to fit into the XL, but you didn't have to call me a 3x.
Yeah, these X's aren't getting it done. I'll have to throw a few more in there.
Well, I'll tell you what. You can look at that sizing chart and tell me if you can actually fit those. But it's
not saving yourself on that one, bro.
Hey, no,
I don't finish the podcast. Am I supposed to stop my recording?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Oh my god, yes, please. Minutes ago.
I uploaded already.
What's the number?
Anybody got? Thank you, Crispy. Anybody got
851.
any other inspired horror movie recommendations? I'm trying to dig deep a little bit.
I
If I
don't know
can.
your flavor, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't. You don't need to know my flavor. I mean, I like.
I do.
I
do. Right? Like you're not gonna watch VHS Halloween. And you're
You
also
should-
probably not
Why
gonna
not?
watch fucking.
Why is that? That seems like something he would watch.
Yeah, I would watch
Nick?
that. I mean, except for the fact that you already said
Have you
didn't
seen a
think it was very
VHS
good.
movie?
No, but
Have you seen a VHS
it's on my list. It's on my watch list.
He's never touched a
it's-
VHS tape.
It's schlocky horror.
No. Yeah, he's not schlocky.
Have you
kinda
seen
guy.
Creep? I watched that the other week.
Somebody actually,
like the one
somebody
with
actually
the-
recommended that I have
found
a
footage
I have a horror movie freak at my
with
work.
the guy
who, like,
from The League.
The League?
There's a huge horror movie fan at my office.
The
She recommended that I
Duplass,
watch Creep
Mark
2.
Duplass.
Yeah, Mark Duplass. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
one.
yeah. No, there's 3 Creep movies. I've seen all
But
of
she-
them. No, there's
Oh, yeah.
there's
I
a
just
Creep
watched the
show
first.
even, not Creep show, but there's a
She said Creep 2 is the one.
no.
I haven't
First of
seen
all,
that. I've only seen the
first of
first one.
all, I watched Creep way before it was cool. Okay, and
Oh
Creep
my
2,
god.
Horror movie.
you can't just watch Creep 2. You got to watch Creep
You gotta
before
watch
you
the
get to
first one.
Creep 2. Yeah, like you can't,
I added the
It's like
first
watching
2
Grave
to my
Encounters
list.
too without watching Grave Encounters. It doesn't make sense.
Host. Have you seen Host? That was a pretty good one.
The
Wait,
Bong Joon-ho host?
No, not the host.
Oh.
Host.
Oh,
I
like
don't think so.
like I've seen both. I've seen Bong Joon-ho's The Host and
the like Skype horror movie,
the Skype
good
horror movie.
one.
Oh,
good
that's on my
Skype
list.
horror
That's on my
friends,
list.
not friended, unfriended,
Unfriended. Yeah,
which was
that one
okay.
sucks.
But that one
is
came
good.
first. I mean, I don't. Host was a little overglazed, but it was
That
pretty
was
good.
Oh,
It's
Nick.
good. But
Nick,
Unfriended
before you-
wasn't like tragically bad.
Before you watch
What's that?
Psycho, have you actually seen the original trailer for Psycho?
I don't know.
I did do the
Jesus
Universal
Christ.
Studios.
There are
lot
so
tour.
many movies called Host or The Host. Which one am I looking for?
Well,
like
don't get
2019.
the
not the Bong Joon-ho one, the one from like 2021.
I
or
know.
whatever.
I recognize the Bong Joon-ho one is the only one I
All the
recognize on this
cutscenes
list.
will be, or everything is
With
just in like
Duna,
in a Discord call.
Bae Duna. Their sick ass bow and arrow that she misses. Dude, The Host is so good. Have you seen The Host? The Host is really
Yes. Yes, I have.
Which one?
If you're asking about Bong Joon-ho's The Host, yes, I have seen it.
Yeah.
I'm the host I've seen is the 2006 movie, the kaiju movie.
Yeah,
thing.
that's Bong Joon-ho.
Oh, wait, what? Okay. Huh.
Yes. That's the one.
I wouldn't consider that really a horror movie, but it was definitely suspenseful.
What?
I mean, it's what. It was like a monster. I mean, whatever, dude. I can't engage with this.
Oh, are you talking about the kaiju one or the one I'm talking?
Yeah, with the monster.
They're
in the
both
river.
fucking horror movies.
Whatever.
Okay. All right.
I've already lost the thread.
Creep is like a Nick movie. No, Creep is not a Nick movie. Actually, I think.
Wait, why do you not think it's Why do you think it's not a Nick movie?
Why are you offended?
It's
You don't
already-
even know anything about the movie.
I do. It's been on my list for over a year. I just haven't watched it yet. Like, what are you talking about? I added it to my list myself.
You should
You
watch.
know that it's like cringe, right?
Found that it's cringe.
Maybe you don't have the right Creep on your
Dude,
list,
don't
No,
you
dude.
can
ruin it for him. It's good.
Okay.
The 2014 Creep, directed by Patrick Bryce.
Yep.
Yes.
Starring Mark Duplass. The
Yes.
Duplass brother that wasn't in Transparent.
You want a horror movie? You should watch Wallace and Gromit and the Curse of the Were Rabbit.
That's a good one. It is a good one.
Sold.
That's great.
Sold.
Night of the Demon. What?
They made a Creep like TV series that came out like a year ago.
Oh, the Creep tapes or something?
The Creep tapes. We watched like 2 episodes of that. It was, I don't know.
Not as good.
It was.
Is he in it?
Yeah, he's in it. He's in it.
Have you ever seen What About Bob, Nick?
Yeah.
I have not. What about Bob?
It's got What About Bob energy. Yeah. Yeah.
It's What About Bob if What About Bob was a found footage horror movie.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay,
Essentially.
that's my What
Gotcha.
About Bob quota for the next 2 years. I somehow think of that movie once every
What
2
About
years.
Bob?
And
A funny movie.
Yeah, I think Nick would be very uncomfortable watching Creep, but I'm kind of into it, I guess.
It's
Like
very
you should watch
funny-
it in a room of people.
It's very funny that like the story of What About Bob is
Fuck.
like one of the main characters absolutely hates the other main character, and in real life, Richard Dreyfuss fucking hated Bill Murray. Like, and that really comes through in the performance. It's fucking great.
Can anyone
Who
get
hates
like
Bill Murray?
man? I've been getting like
Oh no, this is like '90s Bill Murray when he was drunk every day and like would just like
Oh.
throw glass ashtrays at fucking Richard Dreyfuss's head and call him a faggot and stuff like that. Like,
Jesus Christ!
what?
yes, yes, yeah. Bill Murray's got like a darkness to him for sure.
Dang, I didn't
and there
know
are
he-
people who do not like him because of it.
we've been new.
Damn. I had no idea.
There's some John Candy like documentary that I've been getting ads for. Have y'all seen those?
No.
Like literally like this week. Bill Murray was in
It's You know how everybody talks about how like our phones are listening to us and they start seeing ads and stuff about like I
And they
had
are.
I
Yes.
mean, yeah, they are, but you know, it's like, oh, I was just talking about this product the other day and suddenly I'm getting ads on it everywhere or whatever. Well, I watched the first 2 episodes of that Ed Gein show on Netflix, and now all of a sudden I'm being bombarded everywhere I turn with those like stupid like social media like clickbaity ads which are like, it's a huge red flag if you really enjoy the new Ed Gein series on Netflix. And I'm like, okay, calm down. Everybody just needs to calm down.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, I mean, Nick and all kinds of middle-aged women love that stuff.
What the fuck?
Don't.
I watched it because I really enjoyed the first season of that show, and I didn't even
Wait.
finish the second season.
Did you watch Skinamarink?
I did.
can't
I
watch
hated it.
I can't.
I love that. That's great.
I mean,
I don't understand
respect
why you are recommending certain things to Nick Crispy, and I feel like
wait.
I'm not trying to tailor this to Nick specifically.
Oh, but he's the one asking.
I'm not
He's
trying
the
to
one asking.
protect him from his worst impulses. I'm asking him if he's seen movies that I think are good.
I mean, look.
Yeah, but I still think
watched
you could recommend something that you think he might actually like.
I'm not. He's an adult. He can figure that out.
There are great films, Nick, that I think that you would like that I would recommend before others. Like
That's
movies.
fine. I totally hear you. But let me just say, I watched Skinamarink with a group of people, and that movie we chose because I pushed it. Yes.
Oh well,
like,
I mean, yeah, that's a problem.
Well, I mean, we watched it in like a home theater situation with like a projector in a dark room.
No, I mean, like, you need to fall asleep in the middle of the day, wake up in the middle of the night, have no idea what time it is, where you're going, be alone in a bedroom and watch that movie on a CRT TV.
Did you manage to have that experience somehow?
No, I didn't, but that is like the experience of that.
That's how you live Skinamarink.
If that's how you watched, if that's how you happened to end up watching Skinamarink, I can totally understand it being a life-changing
Listen,
experience.
I watched it in theaters where it was like a much more like captive audience, you know? And you could definitely feel the room was real like, what the fuck about the whole thing, you know?
When I watched that movie, it was 4 of us in a room, watched the movie. You could hear a pin drop while we were watching it. No one said anything. And then it ended, and we all almost unanimously were like, what the fuck did we just watch?
Dude, walking out of that theater was
Which
like walking out of a fucking funeral. Like, it was crazy.
I respect it. But I cannot in all honesty say I had a good time
They even
watching
front load the credits so that when the movie ends they can just cut and like bring the house lights on. Like, it's
I can't watch that movie because that movie would actually fuck me up.
That
and I know
movie,
because I watched like
so you
5 minutes of it.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to watch it because I have to walk around this house at night and I can't. That's like the stuff that fucks me up more than anything.
That is literally a movie where nothing happens.
No,
we are not the same. we are not the same.
Yeah, we're not the same. It is.
I watched 5 minutes of that movie and I got so uncomfortable that I turned it off.
Oh, it's uncomfortable.
Like, nightmare logic.
It is uncomfortable and it is atmospheric. And there are moments where I was on the edge of my seat. But it's all tension and nothing ever comes of it. Any of it. That movie ended and literally I couldn't tell you a single thing that actually transpired.
I can't.
I was sitting there thinking something terrible was about to happen the entire time, and it never came.
You're one of those people that think nothing happened in the Blair Witch Project.
You remember the one kid like stabs his eyes out, and the other kid gets like trapped in hell for like a year. Like at the end of the movie, they like show a count of like how long he's just been in the liminal space.
And I respect that. I think it's cool. It's just
I mean, saying stuff doesn't happen. It's kind of crazy. Stuff happens.
I mean,
it's just
there are moments. There are moments when you think something tangible is about to happen that you could like engage with, that you could like your brain can like wrap around. Because like I feel like that entire movie, my brain is like trying to cling to something that I can like And I know that's kind of the point. It's so like you just can't like you can't
Yeah. Yeah.
make anything of anything. But like there are moments where it's like you think there's one moment in particular where they're in the bedroom, I think, and there's like you think like one of the parents is walking around in the bedroom or something like that. I don't remember explicitly
And
what
the feet
happens.
under the bed. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I
Yeah.
remember just being like, this is fucking terrifying. And then it was over and nothing ever happened.
Do you ever like do you ever have that moment where you're like falling asleep, but then you wake up because I don't know, fucking children never shut up, and like so
Totally.
like you were starting to dream and like but then you like immediately wake up and you're like holy shit like what the fuck was like you're not even dreaming yet but your brain is really starting to like put together very weird ass shit,
Dude.
but then you wake up and you're like I don't know what the fuck my brain was doing, but that was fucking crazy.
Dude, I don't know. I don't want to. That story I told about like passing out during blood run, that's what happened. And like my brain did a bunch of stuff really quickly that I couldn't comprehend. I
Yeah.
didn't even realize it was happening until it was already over and I couldn't remember any of it. And it felt like it lasted 1,000 years. Like I
Oh,
felt like
fuck.
it felt like that episode of fucking Star Trek where Captain Picard gets fucking zapped by the alien probe and he lives a whole life. He has like a wife and kids and then they all die. And then
yeah.
he's like the only one left and then he dies and then he wakes up and it's only been like 5 seconds
That's
and he's
the
like,
thing, dude, right? Like
But he
that's
finds the flute at the very end. Yeah.
yes, and he like knows how to play the flute. It's like that
Dude.
exact same thing happened to me, except I didn't learn how to play the flute.
That was a conversation in Waking Life, that Linklater movie,
Yeah.
Waking Life. Have you ever seen Waking Life?
The one
Where-
with Alex Jones? Yeah.
Oh, really?
Like
Yeah, he's
the
in
Alex
that.
Jones?
Like
Oh, no.
pre-famous Alex Jones is in that.
Whoa,
Oh,
great.
Holy shit. But how
Before
like,
they were
like
turning
the
the frogs
time like
gay,
right before you die,
Alex Jones?
like if you really break it down to like what? Yeah, I mean it's kind of like this topic, right?
Like
Or like that-
Bohemian Grove era Alex Jones.
Yeah, we didn't.
Hmm.
Yeah. Probably still didn't see eye to eye, but at least more interesting.
Yeah. No, he was always crazy, but yeah.
Yeah. Basically how you can have like long ass dreams in a short amount of time, and that maybe that time like as you're dying is just like a forever dream, and I don't know, that's like really horrifying to think about.
Well, that's something that those guys also got it. Like the DMT people also get into a lot. Like Joe Rogan talks about that a lot. Like how your brain releases a bunch of DMT when you die. So like your like afterlife is really just like this crazy chemical dream that you're having as your brain's shutting down.
All right, you ruined it. You ruined it.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man.
Has anybody seen? There's this Shelby Oaks movie coming out. I'm really hoping that actually turns out to be pretty good. But Shelby Oaks, there's like a new new horror movie. It's like it looks kind of Blair Witch adjacent. I don't know. It looks cool. I'm hoping it delivers. Where is it?
Thumbnail's pretty crazy.
VHS Halloween has a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Is it really?
But it has
weird.
a 56% popcorn meter.
Well, that's literally every horror movie has a 56%
no. Are you
popcorn
kidding?
meter.
Oh, I got duped. I heard somebody say it sucked, and then I forgot.
How many reviews did
people,
it have?
And people have horrible fucking tastes.
55 reviews.
Why? I mean, I just said I liked it, jerk.
Consistently unnerving as it cycles through a series of shorts that are more treat than trick,
No.
VHS Halloween is one of the most purely enjoyable cassettes in the franchise yet. That's the Rotten
I mean,
Tomatoes summary.
I said I kind of liked it, and Seasons of the Witch,
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm saying.
I didn't know it was
It's
a
like-
fucking 95.
I thought
Jesus.
someone said it was bad. Like I saw someone say it was bad, and I thought that was true.
I could see
that
a
was
certain
just like
type of
a person.
person.
And people are dumb and like bad things and don't like good.
Yeah,
things.
but this is what we were saying. Like VHS, I don't recommend to everybody, but there's a certain kind of like
freak.
No, I mean, I picked up exactly what it was doing right from the jump, and it was a vibe. I don't know, but I also like schlocky stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You
Yeah,
got
you
pretty
do.
shitty tastes. Yeah.
But it's not like I like some horror fans. It's like they only want to watch like the most absurd like B movie shit. Like that's not exactly me with horror, but I like it occasionally.
Ooh, I want to see Good Boy.
It is weirdly fucking. If you want to, you're like, oh, Psycho's crazy. You know, we're having miscarriages in the theater. You know, there are so many scenes of like people mutilating like children in that movie, like horrible things happening. You know, like, oh, here's the scene where we're gonna pull all the skin off this child, and it's like this.
How much skin could that possibly be?
Yeah,
Has
man,
everybody here?
I kind of wasn't expecting this.
I'm going to assume the answer is yes, but Brad, have you seen When Evil Lurks?
Yeah. That
Dude, that
movie's
movie's so fucking good.
It's good. It's good. It's disturbing.
What is it?
It is. It's a Spanish horror film, but it's like one of the most
It's
intense.
depressing.
It's depressing. It's one of the most intense horror movies I've seen in years. But Robin and I both loved it. But it's also one of these. I have to like. It's one of those. You got to give a trigger warning to everybody who you recommend it to, because it is. If you can't, it's like one of those movies. Like if you can't handle the depiction of violence against children, do not watch it. It is fucking horrifying, and they do not pull punches.
It's good.
It is
good. I like it.
But it's also like
it is a lot.
So well done.
It's very Evil Dead.
There were like 3 moments I can think of right
But
off the
not
top
like
of my head.
not like that Evil, like not like, maybe more like the Evil Dead remake than Evil Dead.
But there are 3 moments in particular that were specifically involving children.
Yeah. No,
that were like, just when it was happening, my jaw was just like on the floor, and I was like, I can't believe this is happening on the screen.
That's not the fun
What
kind
the
of
fuck?
horror. This is like the serious kind of horror.
I was watching Sinners and I realized that it is basically Evil Dead too. Like,
Yeah,
a little bit.
It's pretty cool.
I need to rewatch that.
Which I didn't expect.
I bought
That
it.
was pretty good. But I'm gonna go. I have to go.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Bye,
Good night,
everybody.
everybody.